This is the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, former TNA X Division champion and former TNA World Tag Team champion, and you are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Enjoy.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 68 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I'm Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. And Dallas, we have a new NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Ain't he great? The chosen one, King. Can't say it quite yet now, can I? No, I can't. But he's the chosen one, baby. He's the world champ. But not everything is cheery because, you know what? Hulk Hogan, he bailed. Bound for Glory, we ain't bound for nothing. Hulk Hogan's not coming in. They canceled the pay-per-view. Where do we go from here? Jeff's champ. No Hogan. Who should be the challenger? I need to know, Dallas. Who's going to be there tonight? Some mystery guy that Jimmy Hart used to manage. I need to know. I have questions and I need answers.
That's what I was just going to say. We are going to find out tonight because Jimmy Hart, he still fulfilled his obligation. He came to the Asylum last week. He said, listen up, baby. I got a challenger for you, baby, that I used to manage, baby, after you beat me up. And so that's what's going on. And so he's bringing someone in this week. It's probably going to be no one good because who did Jimmy Hart manage that was good, Bob?
The Honky Tonk Man.
Okay, who did Jimmy Hart manage that we want to see in TNA in 2003?
Jimmy Hart.
Okay. No. So.
What about Greg Valentine?
I am not a Greg Valentine fan. So.
How about? Oh, you know what, dude, this is fucking great. I have a list of
all the people he managed.
I think so.
Is it like super long?
Excuse me. There's two pages worth.
Okay, give us some highlights.
Okay.
Like some realistic options for us here.
Okay, realistic options. Okay, Macho Man Randy Savage.
In 2003, you never know. He's doing that rap album and stuff. And I'm going to have you hold that thought, actually.
Okay. Oh shit. Bobby Eaton could come back.
He could come back.
Bret Hart. Post stroke.
No, that one's definitely not happening.
Oh boy, this could be a good one. How about Brian Knobbs?
Oh God, I really hope not, but I could see that actually being a thing. It's like one of Hogan's good friends, and like since Hogan's not there, he sends as like one of his good friends. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Speaking of good friends, how about Brutus Beefcake?
I could see it happening. Oh my God. Jeff Jarrett versus the Brutus, the fucking Barber Beefcake in the main event for the title. Oh no.
How about Jerry Flynn?
I mean, I guess it could happen.
Oh my God. How about Kamala? King Kong Bundy.
I could see them doing that shit.
Ooh. Oh man, this could be a good one. Lex Luger.
Okay. Now
Dungeon of Doom era. That's
Lex Luger is actually probably a pretty realistic option because I mean he's just wrestling in WWE within our time frame here. I mean he was semi-active. And that's like a pretty big name. Now, the problem with that is the only reason I can't see them doing that and pulling the trigger on Luger is because Luger is a name that you're going to want to actually, announce. But besides that, that's actually not the worst option.
Okay, there's a few more here. How about, I didn't even know this one happened, but apparently this was in Memphis Wrestling, which I haven't gotten to yet in my reviews. But how about, and we have actually seen them too, Mabel.
I could see that happening, but because of his like weird absence, it makes me wonder if they'd actually bring him back.
Yeah, I don't think he. I don't think you would. Meng.
That'd be interesting, but I don't know. What's he doing in 2003? Can he still do anything?
I'm sure you could still do something.
Realistically, anyone that they pick is going to be they're going to be the older generation. They're going to be probably not moving very well. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
Sabu?
What?
I think he managed Sabu. I don't know.
You got to be kidding me.
Is this real? Or is this like, am I guessing? I can't tell if this website's like, hey, guess if he managed these guys or if he did manage them. But he's in pictures with these people, so I'm assuming that he did. So Sabu, yeah. He never managed Vader. Or did he?
What the heck?
I don't fucking know anymore.
Well,
the Yeti.
The Yeti.
Yeah. I don't fucking know, man. What is this? Are people... I think people are guessing.
Okay.
Well, I think everybody that I mentioned, I think he managed. And if not, he should have, and they should be at least options that they could come in.
Well, yeah, and some of those aren't the worst things, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. We're all bummed out. Bob's really bummed out. He did not like last week's show, and I did. I thought it was a decent show, and it was the first time that we have disagreed in a very long time. And as far as disagree, I mean, very like different results. So it's pretty interesting. And going forward, I think Hogan left a bad taste in our mouth, man. I mean, you hype up this Hogan thing. He isn't signed, but then last week they say he is signed to try to like keep you excited of like Hogan is going to fight Jarrett at some point. Just so you guys know, we're rescheduling Bound for Glory. Maybe it won't happen until 2005, and maybe Hogan won't be there. But there's only one way to find out, and that's keep on listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast, and you will get your answer.
Speaking of this Hogan thing, did you listen to the My World podcast?
I am actually behind. So I have not listened to the Hogan episode yet.
You son of a bitch.
I should have skipped ahead and actually listened to that one before we got on here. I'm actually on the No Surrender 2006 episode. So I'm 3 episodes behind.
Jeez, what is wrong with you?
Our wrestling show venture really threw off my podcast game. So it just... and then
My World comes out on a Tuesday, and we went to shows Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So what the hell are you talking about?
Because I caught up watching wrestling I was missing as those days went on, and then listening to probably podcasts from the week before, and it was, dude, my whole week was screwed up. It's still screwed up from those shows because I didn't have the extra time I normally have to work and watch shows. I'm a mess. But was it a good episode? Would you like to give some highlights? I'm still going to listen regardless.
Yeah, so I thought it was very, very interesting, especially because we're going through the same notes that Conrad's doing, and yet we don't have hundreds of thousands of followers or whatever. And
we're not Jeff Jarrett, who is doing the business with him.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, right. We're not Jeff Jarrett. But so Conrad kind of was like, he's like, JF, do you think maybe you got used?
That's a really bad accent. But okay. Go ahead.
I know it is. Okay, I'm trying to fucking talk. God. Jesus. You know what? Fine. I'll do my Conrad impersonation. Let me get my phone and I'll just do an upskirt shot of Lana at ringside at a WWE pay-per-view because that's what he did.
I almost just choked on my soup.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. Anyway, he was like, Jeff, do you think Hogan kind of used you guys for a potential like WWE return or whatever? And Jeff was like, no. It was
really?
He's like, Hogan was all in. And then Conrad's like, he never signed a contract. And Jeff is like, I wouldn't have gone over to Japan to shoot the angle if Hogan wasn't set in stone for the Bound for Glory date. And then Conrad's like, but Jeff, he never signed a contract.
Yeah, how can you be all in stone without a contract?
And then he still was booked to do the January 4th show for New Japan.
Yes.
So all that considered is like, did Hulk kind of use you guys to get a deal? And Jeff is just insistent that never had, that he didn't think that was the case. And
Wow.
Conrad kind of had like the overall timeline incorrect because he was like, oh, there'd be no WrestleMania 20 in 2004 without Hulk, but it turns out that Hogan wasn't there. He went in 2005 at 21. He was involved with the shows and stuff like that. But
that's a really good point, actually. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Jeff was he was convinced that Hulk was going to go. A question was asked by a fan if Hogan would have won the NWA World Title, and Jarrett was like, "Well, yeah, that's the belt he wanted. That would make the most sense." I thought if he had said we would have done a DQ finish or something, I would have died.
That would have been insane.
That would have been a TNA thing to do. It's like, oh, hey, book a DQ, my friend.
At least they are smart enough to do that. But I don't know if they elaborated on that more, but what happens after he wins the title?
Well, he'd probably be, a champion that does some shots a couple times, and then he never loses it and just vacates it and goes on.
That's what I'm thinking.
But, another thing, though. So, you know how, I don't know if you mentioned it, I can't remember, but Hogan hurt his knee.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
we might touch a little bit on what you're about to say as well. So
okay, so Jeff was like, Conrad was like, oh yeah, so Hogan like hurt his knee or whatever, and Jeff goes, Connie, you're gonna think I'm an idiot. And then he goes on to say, he's like, I'm at the airport, we're leaving on the same day, and I see Hulkster in a wheelchair getting pushed. And he goes, I went up to Hulkster and I was like, Hulk, what's going on? And he was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm good. Don't worry about it. And you know what? I thought everything was good.
Oh,
get on the plane. Hogan gets up to go to the bathroom. And he ain't walking so good. But he told me he's okay. And then 6 days later, he pulls out.
All right, that's not quite what I was getting at. I thought you were going to dip into what some of our notes are today, but that's a very interesting story. I can't wait to listen. And like you said, I do think it's awesome. I'm saying it. We're an unofficial companion piece for my world.
Yeah.
I'm saying it.
I think so.
We really are.
But another thing too. Oh, I think it's also important to know that Hogan doesn't end up wrestling on that January 4th show.
Yeah, we haven't got there yet. And honestly, I don't know if we'll even have notes about this up until that point, because once he's kind of done business-wise with the TNA stuff, we're probably not going to be covering Hogan much more. But I was actually going to look into that myself because I was curious if he actually ended up doing it.
Yeah, he doesn't end up. But you know what? It's okay. We end up getting Bound for Glory 2 years later. And then Hulkster comes in almost 9 years later?
Like 2010.
Yeah. Well, late 2009 he signs, but he finally gets in there in 2010. Yeah, first appearance, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense. That's all blurred to me because I've told the story. I was at the press conference where he announced he was coming to TNA.
Yeah, you were at the press conference where TNA officially died, and it was Impact Wrestling. Yeah, we get it.
I was there unofficially. I didn't know it was happening because I wasn't a dirt sheet reader, and it was probably all in the dirt sheets at the time. I had no clue, and then all of a sudden Dixie Carter's there as Eric Bischoff's pulling down the thing in the back that says TNA and Spike. I almost shit my pants as a TNA diehard. I was like, what? I'm literally witnessing history, and I didn't even know I was going to be there. And that's because me and my buddy in high school said, hey, man, let's skip class and go to the Hulk Hogan book signing. You can meet Hogan for $25. You just got to buy the book. I said, yeah, I'm going to that. This is the only time I skipped school without actually being sick. And we went down to New York City in high school, me and my buddy, and we walked miles and miles to go meet Hulk Hogan.
Wait a minute. How the fuck did you do that?
What do you mean?
You skipped class?
Yeah.
Don't they call you and be like, hey, where are you?
I don't know.
What?
I have the book right behind me. Signed.
What did
On
your
this
buddy
bookshelf.
drive down there?
No, I believe we actually took like a Greyhound.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, we skipped class. We took a Greyhound bus down to New York City, two juniors in high school, alone in New York City.
Yeah,
Didn't
what the fuck?
didn't know where we were going, nothing, dude. It was so sketchy. My friend had a printed out map. We had to walk from Penn Station to, at the time, it was the Borders. And so we walked to Borders for the book signing, waited probably hours. I got to shake Hulk Hogan's hand. They weren't allowing pictures with him. I took a picture of him signing my book and I talked to him for a second, all that. And then it was okay. See, and my friend's like, you want to go to the press conference down at Madison Square Garden? Yeah, we're here. Why not? So we walk all the way back. Madison Square Garden, I've never been. That was my first time inside. Obviously, we're not in the venue. We go inside and we sit down. We're a little bit toward the back. I have some pictures that are kind of shitty. They do the whole press conference. They announce it. It's like, what the fuck? My mind's blown. And then after, the media rushes Hogan, and a bunch of fans do as well. And I was like, I just met Hogan. I want to talk to Eric Bischoff. So I tried, and I tried to get a picture of Eric Bischoff. And he said he had to get Hulk Hogan out of there, and then he'd be back, and he never came back. Dixie Carter left there faster than you blinked, and she was gone. And it was a really great time. Me and my buddy had a great time, and it was. I'm glad I went.
That's awesome. That is a crazy fucking story.
Yeah, man. It's kind of. I can't believe my mom let us do that. To be honest with you.
Well, at least your mom knew that you skipped.
Oh yeah, she knew. And like I said, I barely missed class at all. I mean, I could probably count on one hand, like throughout my entire.
You're telling me that you told, hey mom, I'm a junior in high school. My buddy and I, we're gonna take a Greyhound down to New York City by ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she was like, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was this like a day trip or what? Did you have to stay in a hotel? What'd you do?
I think it was a day trip. I think we ended up coming back that night. And actually, I can't remember if that's the time that we missed the bus or if it was me and Kaylee who missed the bus in New York. No, that was me and my buddy Kevin. Okay. No, we missed the bus. We missed our bus one day because we didn't know where it was.
Wait,
No, so
is this the Kevin that no longer talks to you?
Yes. Yeah, we missed our bus and we were stranded in New York City alone.
Went to a TNA.
No. That's not who went to the TNA thing. That was my friend Jeremy. Not the Jeremy you know. It's a different Jeremy.
Okay, I was gonna say, what the hell?
No, I'm getting my New York Times mixed up. But regardless, lots of fun. I have tons of fun TNA stories. One day, we can talk about the time I saw him in a horse barn. But anyways,
hey,
I think
you know what the horse barn you're talking about. That weekend I went to Chicago and I walked by Christian Cage, who is a short man, and I also saw Christopher Daniels, who is also a short man.
And the show was pretty damn good.
I mean, if I had known about it, I definitely would have gone.
Yeah, it was pretty good. No complaints from me.
I don't know why there's not more wrestling shows at fairs.
I think there should be, but
I mean, it seems like a perfect opportunity. But whatever. What do I know?
Yeah. Anyways. Let's run down the card very quickly from last week, and then we'll get into some news and notes. I got some stuff, a little bit about last week. Of course, I have notes throughout the show, but I do have a bit on Hogan as well. I think we got to be getting to the end of the Hogan saga here, but we will touch base on it. And then I would assume within the next 2 weeks, we're going to be significantly cutting back again as we were when we started our new format here as far as not. But anyways, we've been cutting down time anyway, so it doesn't matter. Hope you guys are enjoying the format. Bob loves it. I love it. We're good.
Jordan loves it.
Jordan loves it.
That's the only person I look for reassurance from is Jordan. So as long as he likes it,
then we're good.
Don't matter.
Okay, so last week it was pay-per-view 67. If you're on Cage Match, so they have it listed incorrectly as pay-per-view 68. That's wrong, but it's fine.
You want to know who doesn't have it incorrect anymore? WrestlingRecaps.com.
WrestlingRecaps.com, the Impact Plus app.
I was bullied into it.
Yes, he was.
But I fixed it.
I'm very proud. So last week, let's run down the card quick. Three Live Crew defeated Ekmo, Legend, and Sonny Siaki. Kid Kash defeated Sanjay Dutt, who ended up getting his ass kicked by Abyss after the match. Johnny Swinger and Simon Diamond retained the NWA World Tag Team titles by defeating Danny Doring and Roadkill. Michael Shane defeated Chris Sabin and Christopher Daniels and to retain his X Division title in a three-way match, which unfortunately was not as good as it sounds on paper. Mm-hmm. Raven defeated Slash in a dog collar match, which was pretty cool that they randomly just had a dog collar match. America's Most Wanted defeated the Naturals, which they actually they restarted that match, so they almost didn't win. But there we go.
Dusty finish, my friend.
There we go. And then, of course, as Bob mentioned right in the beginning of the show, we have a new World Heavyweight Champion as Jeff Jarrett defeated AJ Styles to win the title, and he's officially a heel again. I mean, he was kind of the week before as well, I'd say. But in the beginning of the show, when he approached Jimmy Hart and stuff, it was set in stone. I don't know if I'm convinced that Styles is quite a face yet, but I guarantee on the show we're about to watch, we will see that transformation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, a lot went down, and that's why I ended up liking the show. I was really excited to see the Naturals debut. We have Sonjay Dutt, so we're seeing these new faces. But yeah, unfortunately, the match quality last week was not super great, and Jarrett did really not let Styles get a lot of offense in, which was kind of disappointing. So I understand that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was like my major gripe with it, really.
Yeah, which I understand. I respect it because I respect my friend Bob, but you know. Mm-hmm. So I believe, Bob, you gave it you didn't give it a thumbs down. You gave it like a thumbs in the middle, kind of tilting down, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was to me, it was a middle of the road, but considering how kind of big it was, considering the timeline and kind of the events circling it, I would say it would have been more of a thumbs down, but I'm going to say it's in the middle.
Yeah, and I gave it a thumbs up, which means by default it's a thumbs up show. So, what do you think the readers thought about last week's show, Bob?
I'm going to say they agreed with me. It was a thumbs down.
Nope. 100% thumbs up.
Well, 8 people voted thumbs up then because
41.
100% of the people that watched that show for the Wrestling Observer readership thought it was a thumbs up.
Yep, and it also says that's means it is the best show since the X Division tournament show.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you think that they voted for as the best match on the show?
Okay, here's my thing. All right, because honestly, I don't fucking know, but I'm gonna say that there's no way they said Styles and Jarrett, and if they did say Styles and Jarrett, I'm gonna throw my computer against the wall because that no reason for that. Thus, I'm going to say that they went with Shane, Sabin, and Daniels.
Nope, they went with Jeff Jarrett's NWA title.
Are you fucking
AJ
kidding
Styles.
me, dude? Are you kidding me? No way. What the fuck?
Isn't that wild?
Oh my god.
And I think before we go to the worst match, I really do believe that it's got to be because of the hype that went behind it. So people were just excited, even though it wasn't that great of a match. I feel like it's got to be.
I have no fucking idea. I have no idea
I don't know.
how they could say that.
But what do you think was the worst match as voted on by our readers?
Raven against Slash.
Nope. It was Simon Diamond and Johnny Swinger versus Danny Doring and Roadkill. But in second place was Three Live Crew against Siaki and Legend.
That one I should have gone with that opening 6-man. I would have been wrong anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think Swinger and Diamond against Doring and Roadkill was bad.
I don't think it was as bad to be voted the worst match on the show, but
no way.
Dave also notes here that it has to be considered a very bad sign to have a below average response level for a match that was built up for 4 weeks, which is a fair point.
41 of everybody said it was a great show. Good show.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the problem with these, and I don't compare numbers to the other shows that they do in the arena, or how many people vote for this and that and stuff. But TNA has always gotten a low number, so 41. I know I stopped saying those numbers after a while, but I mean 41 people. I would say that's pretty average for what I've been seeing on here. I mean,
one time you literally said the number was like 7 people.
Yeah, one time it was really low, like really, really low, and it was like more people like a post on our Twitter page than voted for what they thought about this pay-per-view, and that tells you a lot.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love each and every one of you who does like our post over at Cross the Line TNA on our Twitter page. We appreciate.
Yeah, you know what I would like it more though is if these same people that are liking stuff leave a review on iTunes.
Yeah, man, I'd love to see some more
Please.
reviews pop up. We'll read them on the show, and
just do it.
It'd be awesome, man. I'd love to see some reviews pop up. Give us 5 stars, give us 4 stars. But if you go below that, Bob might get a little upset.
I'll get upset if you go below 5.
Sorry, my mother just tried to call me. Sorry, not talking to you right now.
I'm
I'm trying to record a TNA show.
She probably heard the story that you said about going on a Greyhound, and she was like, "How dare you tell people that I let my underage son go on a Greyhound down in New York City by himself?"
Yeah, she definitely just realized what happened and called.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into some notes from last week, and then we got Hogan stuff, and then we're gonna get this show on the road.
Do it.
So Dave says that the Jarrett Styles was a good match with a lot of big moves. It was sort of a double turn during the match, even though Jarrett played heel in the angle with Jimmy Hart earlier in the show. By the end, Jarrett turned heel and used the belt shot to win. This was kind of silly because Watts was there when it happened, and in the previous match with America's Most Wanted versus the Naturals, when the Naturals cheated to win due to outside interference of Glen Gilberti, Watts ordered the match to continue, and America's Most Wanted ended up winning clean. Pretty when you think about that, it is kind of silly.
I mean, I've never liked those finishes.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough.
And they won 10 seconds later.
Well, yeah.
So it's just kind of stupid. I mean, I understand that AMW, for the most part, are the only, aside from 3 Live Crew, are really the only babyface tag team to even remotely challenge Swinger and Diamond at this point. But I don't know, man. If the Naturals were to have won that match, it would have been a pretty good starting point for them, probably.
I really think so as well. I agree with them.
I mean, didn't Quiet Storm?
They got a pretty big win, didn't they?
Didn't they beat AMW?
You're testing my memory with that one. I barely remember Quiet Storm.
Chris Divine and Quiet.
I'd have to go back and check on that one, but they definitely got some wins that were surprising.
Yeah, and they drove me nuts, and I was so mad when they were on the fucking show. But thank God that's over with.
Yeah, they're done, probably for good. So it's also noted here that this appeared to be a show written by Dutch Mantel and Jarrett, as a lot of Russo influence it seems to be gone. So a lot of the silly shit was gone from last week's show. I think that's important to note there. It's noted that the building wasn't quite sold out, but there were about 1,250 people in, and the paid attendance from early lines appeared to be about 40%. It was the best paid attendance for a show in a while. Still, the last time they spent a month building to a match was the Jarrett vs. Raven NWA title match, and the reaction was triple the usual levels.
That's true.
Yeah. They did also tease about Piper coming back, and Don Callis said that even though Russo was gone, he didn't want Piper back. So we'll see what happens with that. And they are teasing those problems with Siaki and Trinity. As we remember, he like pushed her when they came out during the entrance, and she ended up giving him a missile drop kick, which led to 3 Live Crew winning that match.
That was an accidental missile drop kick.
Yes, it was an accidental missile drop kick. However, that miscommunication, it's all going downhill.
Well, yeah, and we also noticed, Siaki has continued the trend of Trinity being with domestic abusers.
Yeah, that's actually pretty unfortunate when you think about it.
Yeah, it's not great.
And I have a feeling they're only doing that because they know that she could probably work a match with him fine, but like I don't. It's kind of cringy.
Yeah, but like how many times can we do that?
I agree. I agree.
Because Trinity was getting over as a babyface against Kid Cash, and then 2 weeks later turns heel. So is she going to be with Siaki, have a match, maybe get over again, and then just turn heel in 2 weeks because they don't know what to do with her?
Probably. I bet we're going to see a Trinity face turn coming up pretty soon, and then that's probably going to be where
I see. I don't know if it's going to have the same impact for me.
I don't know if it will either, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe they're going to surprise us. Russo's name was mentioned all over the show last week. The story is that it was because it was part of the storyline about how Styles would wrestle without Russo, and that his name would be phased out for a while from here. So we're probably going to stop hearing Russo's name as much, and that kind of ties into with the whole Hogan thing. We talked about it last week. He was written off when Jarrett attacked him, beat him senseless, and it was because Hogan was supposed to be coming in. Speaking of Hogan, Jimmy Hart got one of the best reactions anyone has gotten in the history of the company when he first came out. That's what it's noted here. I think that is a little bit excessive. I don't necessarily agree with that, but an interesting note nonetheless.
Who is saying Meltzer saying that?
Yeah, this is the Observer. I meant to mention that. My apologies.
I don't know if I'd say one of the greatest reactions in the history of the company. I don't know about that.
The best.
I don't know about that. I mean, he does have the history of like with Memphis wrestling or whatever, but I don't think they were losing their mind over him.
Well, and that is noted that's probably, and apparently his shows ran Saturday night at the fairgrounds, so he is like an old time area legend. So it kind of makes sense, I guess, if they were really pumped to see him.
Yeah, but I don't really remember them going nuts over it, but whatever.
I don't either. I guess I'd have to rewatch it too. But you know what? The real reason they were probably going nuts is because they probably thought Hogan was about to come out too.
Yeah. Didn't he come out? He came out to Hogan's music.
Yes, his WCW music. Yeah, we were discussing that on the show.
Yeah, so that probably would explain that.
As we've noted recently, D'Lo Brown and Jerry Lynn are both off of the show right now as part of this Don Callis angle. And it's noted here that at least D'Lo Brown, who Callis got rid of, is in Japan this month, whereas Jerry Lynn is actually there every week, but just not appearing in front of the camera.
Well, he better be doing something. Otherwise, they're paying him to do nothing.
I bet you that he is
agent.
An agent, yeah, that's what it was.
Producer.
Yep, and like helping younger guys and stuff. I guarantee it.
He has to.
He also essentially talks about Sanjay looking like a total geek on the last show after he had his impressive debut on 10-15 because the whole squash by Abyss. But and he lost to Kid Cash. But I don't know if it really made me not like Sanjay Dutt any less.
No.
But that's what the dirt sheets are for, man. They just make you feel.
Well, they like to push their own opinion.
Absolutely, and we're just
the reader.
It's just like you're listening to this show. Me and Bob give our opinion, and we use these notes as to kind of show another side of that. I would say because we don't always agree with the shit they write in here.
Well, my opinion is fact, thus not being an opinion.
You certainly think it is, yeah.
No, it is.
Oh, okay. I got 2 more notes before we get to Hogan stuff, and so these should be pretty quick ones. One of them is the rash report, so hang tight. Mm-hmm. But before that, this is from Alvarez. So before I forget, we're switching back and forth a little bit here. From November 3rd is when this was sent out. In the TNA report, I hinted that the mystery guy Jimmy Hart was going to be bringing in next week was going to be the Honky Tonk Man.
No way.
At press time, it doesn't appear that this will happen.
Okay.
But who knows? Honky was approached about it, and he said he wasn't interested, knowing his role would be to put Jarrett over and then hit the bricks. The idea, this is kind of fun. I laughed when I read this. The idea appears to be to bring in a new Hart-managed jobber every week to put Jarrett over until Hogan is healed enough so that he can come in and start the program again.
A Hart jobber?
Yeah. Hart managed jobber.
Why?
I don't know.
Are they meaning like a legit jobber or like a legend that will just job?
I'll be honest, I don't know. I really don't know, but I have a feeling it's like a legend thing.
Because could you imagine if like Roddy Piper, like they did something similar, like what Piper came, like had those kids, like the students or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And like here's Jimmy Hart with Brian from California. All right, he's gonna
From wherever. Yeah.
work a match here with Jeff Jarrett, and it went in 2 minutes, and he lost with the stroke. Great.
Yeah,
I would imagine I would assume they're gonna do like a Tennessee Legends or something like that. I don't know.
I have a feeling, if anything, that's what would end up happening.
It'd be far more interesting than just like a regular jobber thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it is, but let's hear the Rush Report. It's pretty quick, not a lot to go over this week in the Rush Report, unfortunately, but JB mentions Jarrett was battling a fever in his match against AJ Styles last week. He also has an Alan Funk update. He actually got severely injured recently. It says, quote, had a chance to talk to Alan Funk, who has had a rough couple of months. He suffered a freak injury in the ring in Finland a few weeks back, leaving his face a mess. He's one of the nicest, most talented guys in the business. Alan is optimistic about returning to the ring with a Japan tour he hopes to make in January. He really is one of wrestling's good guys, and I'm rooting for him. So Alan Funk got pretty messed up in a match.
I want to say I vaguely remember hearing about that.
Yeah, and Alan Funk was Bruce in TNA. He came out as Alan Funk at his last appearance when he was with April, and he decided to say he's no longer he likes women now, so he's no longer gay. It was a very weird.
And he was also known as Kiwi in WCW.
Yeah, Kiwi. I love him because he's ridiculous. But also noted is that the company is apparently very impressed with Abyss. I don't think that's a shocker, but nothing else much of note there. So let's power through some Hogan stuff. And I think if I was a betting man, this has got to be one of the last big updates on this Hogan situation. So take a breath. The latest moves from Hulk Hogan. Informing TNA on October 21st that he would be undergoing knee surgery on October 31st and thus would be unavailable for the proposed 11:30 pay-per-view show that he was scheduled to headline against Jeff Jarrett, have gotten people in the company suspicious. Hogan has verbally agreed to come in for a date in February for a match with Jarrett for the NWA title, which is awfully close to WrestleMania 20. The company went through its original plan to turn Jarrett heel and AJ Styles babyface on October 22nd, where Jarrett won the title with a belt shot to the face in 12 minutes and 13 seconds. Scott Hall had been contacted and asked if he and Sean Waltman would do a run-in on Hogan for the finish of the original show. The decision was made to not announce a rescheduled date for the show, with the feeling that February is so far away, things can happen. So we can pause there real quick because that is pretty interesting that they were talking about bringing in Scott Hall and Waltman to essentially help Hogan win the title from Jarrett.
Do you think that they were going to try to do like an NWO thing with Hogan, Hall, and Waltman?
Yes, Bob. Yeah. Hello.
Why? Good. I'm glad he got hurt.
It's the only thing that ever drew in wrestling. Don't you know that?
Oh, God.
Didn't you know?
A lot of times they've done a watered down version of that or whatever. Like, give me a break.
I know.
Holy mother of God. And the fact that he would need help. So then what are you doing? Are you turning Hogan heel and then Jarrett's going to be your babyface again?
Oh, God. Don't even talk like that. But very good point. I don't know. NWO is over, brother. Everyone loves them. They'll probably cheer it.
Yeah, dude. They probably would. They probably hate Jarrett enough where they could have a million people go in there and they'd still love it.
I really think there was. As a side note of hating Jeff Jarrett, when I was listening to My World Today of the No Surrender episode, they were talking about how on one of the TV episodes before the show that people were sending, like they had fans send in videos of why they hated Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, yeah.
And Conrad was like, we might have to do that for ad-free shows. And I was like, that's hilarious.
That'd be awesome.
I think that's wicked funny. Especially because Conrad is famous for saying how much he hated Jeff Jarrett.
It's true.
So, but moving on. It said here, what was strange was that on the 10/22 show, where Jimmy Hart appeared in the role of Hulk Hogan's manager, to apparently start an old-style Memphis program where Hart would bring in proteges only as a babyface to gain revenge on Jarrett. And this is where they mentioned that Honky Tonk Man was asked, but then he turned it down. Was Hart saying that Hogan has signed a contract with TNA, which he hadn't. Then it touches base on the fact that they were going to be doing this story about the 2000 Bash at the Beach match in Daytona Beach. It touches base on what that interview they did in the ring where Hart and TNA asked Jarrett, why did you lay down for Hogan for the biggest match of your career? All this stuff. And we know what happened. You guys listened to last week. Jeff Jarrett turned heel. He ended up whipping Jimmy Hart. But what this all comes down to is another question that many are asking in regarding Hogan's right knee injury. Hogan has a history of bad knees, and anyone who has watched him wrestle over the last many years can see his knees have given him more problems than any other body part. Those who have socialized with Hogan note that he moves very slowly when the cameras are off because of the knee damage. Skipping ahead just a bit, Jimmy Hart told the TNA officials that Hogan wanted to make sure he was 100% and not limp through the match. But Hogan's athletic ability has never been a major part of his aura. Whether his knees are healthy or not, his match quality isn't going to change appreciably, and however the crowd is going to react to him would be the same either way. It was also noted while Hogan could have suffered a minor injury on the 10-13 match with Masahiro Chono and not realized it in the heat of the match, it could not have been that serious because he appeared at a New Japan Company meeting the next day, walking around the same as he did the day before the Chono match. Reporters also noted he was not limping when he went home. The story given was that the knee started swelling up days later, and he went to get it checked out, and the test came back on 10/21. They immediately contacted TNA and asked to get the show delayed. So where the suspicion got deeper is that you have to look at the first thing a wrestler, and certainly one as experienced as Hogan, would think of in this situation. If Hogan was committed to TNA, he would have flown to Nashville on October 22nd, shown up, and done the angle where Jarrett injured his knee, thus created a storyline reason. Hart did blame Jeff Jarrett for the knee injury in the beating in Japan instead, so they did give him that much. And Hart did go on the television and pretty much tell everyone Hogan is on the way. However, when TNA officials attempted to get Hart to have Hogan do a telephone interview on October 22nd show, which was the original booking plan, Hogan was to do the phone interview on 10/22 to lead to his only live appearance at the fairgrounds on 10/29, which is the show we're about to watch. Hart at first told officials that Hogan was spending all day at the doctor. When the idea of being at the doctor at 9:30 p.m. on a Wednesday night wasn't all that realistic, he said that Hogan had planned to play Mr. Mom that night watching his two children. His kids are now both teenagers, the oldest of which, daughter Brooke, they are grooming to be a celebrity singer.
Right.
Yeah. So, while Hogan is not going to do anything more than agreed to, nor should he in most cases, in this situation, because the company had to change the show date and eat major crow in the cable industry because of it, Hogan did owe them a favor. Doing a phone interview or making a live appearance at that point should not be out of the question. Ultimately, and more important, even if and when he signs, the current deal is only for one show. In the long run, it will only benefit TNA if they can include Hogan's likeness in long-term merchandising, because one appearance isn't going to open any doors to a television deal. He can't appear weekly in Nashville, as that would be stupid, but if he isn't going to commit to being a recurring character, I'm not sure how this will benefit TNA. I think I just got a couple more lines here. And the odds are certainly against a group with such weak television as TNA in a soft U.S. market, just on the basis of Hogan's name. Doing big business on pay-per-view, although without question, it is TNA's best shot at doing any numbers. And then they kind of switch a little bit here, saying that Sting did help TNA a little for one show, but the numbers he drew would be considered a huge flop if Hogan pulled out the same numbers. And it's also doubtful a return appearance by Sting would mean much, just as recent appearances from Roddy Piper and Dusty Rhodes don't look to have sparked business, because nostalgia only works in small doses. Granted, Hogan is much bigger than any of them, but he was only a miracle worker when it came to garnering crowd pops, but not for ratings or house show attendance in his last WWE run. For TNA, if Hogan really was committed, it is a risk worth taking, but if it turns out to be a one shot or no shots in the long run, there is no chance of success.
Well, basically what I've learned out of all that is that Hulk Hogan hosed TNA.
I think he did, man.
I mean, if he's playing Mr. Mom for his teenage kids, then there's no doubt he would not let them get on a Greyhound bus to go down to New York City for a press conference. I'll tell you that.
No, I don't think so either. It's pretty wild. I don't know. That's a lot to take in. The idea that he is potentially even faking the serious injury. I think it gets the part that really got me in all of this, that really stands out, is what Jimmy Hart said. Oh, he's going to be all day at the doctor's. Oh, wait, at 9:30 at night on a Wednesday, he's going to be at the doctor's still?
Yeah.
He's doing Mr. Mom stuff. He's babysitting his kids. I don't know.
Tough.
It's really interesting. It's been a fucking roller coaster, man. And with the fact that there is even more to report on of this situation this week is pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, there's just the drama of it all, the horrible excuses by Jimmy Hart. I just wonder. I'm curious as to how they eventually have to just completely distance themselves from it.
I'm gonna make a bet right now that they just don't mention it again.
You think they just go whatever?
Yep, I think I'd be shocked if after even this show right here that we are about to watch, October 29th, 2003, if we see Jimmy Hart again, if they even continue this angle after this show. And if they do, there is no way it goes through all the way through November. No way. We won't hear anything about Jimmy Hart or Hogan by the end of 2003, if I was a betting man.
So, I mean, you're saying that we would see him on this show, but then after this show, we wouldn't see him again?
I don't know, man. I'd be pretty surprised if by the end of this show, if they didn't know that Hogan is probably not coming. Now, if they did, they might drag this out a couple weeks. But especially knowing now that you mentioned, he doesn't actually end up even doing his Japan date. I think by the new year, they've already given up then. After he doesn't go to that, they gave up for sure.
Well, do you think they would revisit it closer to February when that would be the next logical date for it?
I would hope that if they do, that it is not on TV. And I hope that they try to figure it out before they go on TV. And I think they probably learned their lesson. I really hope they did. Of like, hey, we shouldn't probably promote a show and a big pay-per-view and then start throwing names out there when they don't even have a contract signed. At least in this case, I mean, they got screwed here. Screwed.
Yeah, royally screwed. Yeah.
I mean, this would have been massive in 2003 for TNA. Huge. And they bit the bullet. They got screwed.
They should have made sure that they got that fucking signature on a contract. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
They didn't push for that.
I don't know. I really don't. And the fact that Jarrett thinks that he wasn't played, and even Conrad was like, come on, man. Come on. And it's like, dude,
The intention was always to use TNA for a WWE contract.
I mean, good for Jarrett for being so optimistic, but whew, I don't know. I don't know how you can do it. But we'll see. We'll see if we have more Hogan talk. I don't know. I really think that's got to be one of the last long-form discussions we're going to have about this. I don't know for sure. I don't look ahead in the notes because I don't want spoilers, but I don't know. But unless you got anything else, Bob, let's touch on Explosion so we can get going on this show and see who Jimmy Hart's bringing in.
All right.
Okay. So let me make sure I got my right thing open here. Explosion was filmed on the same day we're watching, October 29th, 2003. Cage Match has this listed as Explosion number 54. And it aired on November 1st, 2003. And it featured the following matches. Johnny Swinger and Simon Diamond defended the NWA World Tag Team titles against Johnny Thundar and Vic Devine. AJ Styles defeated Nate Webb, who had Dave Prazak at ringside with him.
Okay.
And then I believe we have another couple matches that did not air on Explosion. 1 second.
I find it interesting that the former NWA World Champion, the following week appears on Explosion.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? And these are the other matches that took place between those two matches, at least according to the newsletter. And that's Shane Douglas defeating Henry Haas, and CM Punk and Julio De Niro defeating Abaddon and Havoc. And not the Abaddon.
I was going to say, what?
It's Abaddon with 2 B's, and is definitely not a female in AEW.
Okay.
But pretty funny nonetheless. But Bob, that's all I have. A little long-winded with this Hogan stuff, man, but I think we're gonna get back on track here soon, and it's super interesting stuff. So.
Okay. Well, before I do like the countdown and everything, I just have to say right now that I have Bound for Glory 2011 on my television for background.
What the heck?
Background noise. And this is driving me nuts. Okay. I just noticed 2 guys in the crowd have the same sweatshirt on.
Okay.
But they're 2 rows apart.
Okay.
And it's just driving me nuts because it's the same blue.
It's a wrestling show. Everyone wears the same 3 shirts.
But it's like a hoodie. Like you would get it at like the Gap.
Oh, that's a little weird then. I can understand.
It's not like a wrestling hoodie.
Hey, that's not a bad freaking card, man.
Did you just look it up?
Yeah, I did. Actually, wait. Oh, this one's you said 2011, right?
Yeah.
In Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to get Austin to go to this back in the day.
Oh, you were?
Hell yeah, it was, because Hogan and Sting fight on it, and I was like, dude, I know it's not going to be good, but then we could see Hogan and Sting, and we could say, yeah, we just saw Hogan and Sting wrestle each other.
And he didn't do it.
No, this wasn't as adventurous as me going down to New York City on a Greyhound. But damn it, looking at this card, I really regret not going. Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn, Full Metal Mayhem.
That's the match that's on right now.
Austin Aries, Brian Kendrick for the X Division title. Daniels and Styles in an I Quit match. Angle and Rude in the main event for the title. Sting and Hogan. Dude.
This is the show that caused Hogan to block me.
Okay. Yeah, the classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good-ass card. But we have a good-ass card today. Just kidding. We actually, I don't think, know anything on this show. So I think there's a number 1 contender, something. Oh, wait, no. We don't know that. Or no, they did mention that, didn't they? That they're going to be doing a number 1 contender for the tag team title or something. Am I making that up?
There's a number 1 contender match?
I thought they mentioned something about
what we know is that there's going to be a manager, a guy that Jimmy Hart managed, and we also know that the Blood Gallows of Retribution dream match between Raven and Hero.
I thought I remember hearing something about tag team shit. I could be making this up. I don't know. I watch a lot of wrestling, so I probably heard it on a different show.
Yeah, I don't know about number 1 contender or nothing.
Okay. Well, then ignore me.
Oh, I'm used to doing that anyway. All right. Well, let's get into it then. It's the October 29th, 2003 NWA-TNA weekly pay-per-view. I'm going to count down from 5. And when I say play, hit that play button. If you're following along via Impact Plus or maybe a stream of it or maybe a DVD that you bought from a guy online for $2 because he was your hookup. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm not going to say I ever did that, but I may have. I don't know. But I'm going to count down from 5 when I say play. We're going to start the show. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, fuck, Bob. We immediately start outside of the venue. Jimmy Hart is in front of a limo. Who's in the limo, Jimmy Hart? Hey, Scotty. I just can't believe after all these years that how many friends Jimmy Hart has, even though I managed everyone, baby. He says his phone has been ringing day in and day out. He's getting the limo driver out of the car. He said, should I show Jeff Jarrett the surprise right now? He said, whatever you want, Mr. Hart.
Who was that?
That's the driver. They played the clip of Jimmy Hart getting beat up on Sports Center, they said. Blood running down his back. I don't think that was happening, but that's okay. We can make it sound dramatic.
That driver kind of looks like New Jack.
Wait, let's show him the surprise. Oh, wait. They stopped. He shut it. You don't know who's in there. You don't know what's in there. You don't know how many people might be in there. Wait a second. He's walking to the front of the limo again. I don't know why we keep walking back and forth, but... Okay. You only got another hour and 40 minutes. So, Bob, we have an hour and 40 minutes before we get to find out the surprise, apparently. Which means they're going to have about a 10-minute match. Jimmy Hart doing his laugh makes me want to fucking slit my throat. I hate that laugh. Don't know about you.
I'm not a fan of it.
When I was watching Nitro...
He drives me nuts anyway. Jimmy Hart does.
So look at the TNA pumpkin. And we have a dancer dressed up as it was like a dark angel. Well, Bob, we're seeing the arena. Do you have a guess about how many people are in attendance tonight?
I'm going to say, well, that's a nice little blanket there. 975.
Nope. We are at 1,200. Mostly paper, of course.
Wow. We didn't even get a video package.
This is amazing. Hey, Glen Gilberti, I got a note on him. Glen Gilberti and David Young on their way out right now. And if you notice that racket that Glen Gilberti has.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an exciting note, but we were talking about it last week. Hold on. Let me find it. Oh, yeah, so Gilberti's now using this tennis racket with the NWA written on it, which is meant to spoof Jim Cornette, as Bob has mentioned last week. And it was actually Gilberti's idea. Shows that's not a shocker to you.
No. So we're getting Gilberti and David Young against AMW.
James Storm seems pretty pumped, so I have a feeling.
Yeah, I think they're winning. He looks pretty happy. Yeah, he's slapping hands.
Yeah, they're going over, brother.
Yeah. It's going to be a good week here for America's Most Wanted. They're back to the red lights, too, by the way.
The weird red lights with the blue. I mean, it's kind of weird. Still no rematch for AEW, but they're getting closer and closer. Gilberti's pants are very odd. They're like black with like gray. They look like chaps, but they're not chaps.
For Gilberti?
Yeah. Like the pattern makes it look
Oh my God.
David Young is wearing like black jeans. It's a look. He's getting this Johnny Swinger look. That's pretty much what's happening.
He kind of is. And then you have freaking David Young just wrestling in jeans now.
So this is wild, Bob. We're at 4 minutes and 22 seconds, and the match is underway. I mean,
this never happens. Usually we're at 4 minutes and 28 seconds. We're usually at, hey, I'm like today in Don West. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, if we're lucky, usually it's still a highlight package. We already got an opening promo from Jimmy Hart. Not that that was exciting, but at least it's relating to what's happening in the show, building the excitement of who the surprise is. And then we went right into a match as they both went for a drop kick and had this standoff. And everyone's like, yes, this is wrestling.
Yeah.
This is wrestling. No one chanted that in 2003, I don't think.
I wonder when that even started.
This is wrestling seems very like indie. Like that's a very like independent promotion chant. So I wouldn't
Ring of Honor maybe.
I was gonna say Ring of Honor. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Inverted atomic drop.
Absolutely. I'm trying to
think.
Ring of Honor would absolutely do that.
Yeah, they would. Crowd seems pretty lively so far. I mean, the ones on the hard cam are standing, which, if they're going to be standing the whole show, should be a lot of fun. There's a guy dressed up as Scream in the crowd. There's a Jason mask. Remember, this is around Halloween. Bob, what are you going as Halloween this year? I got a party tomorrow. What are you doing?
So I've been looking into it, and I might just go ahead and buy a full Macho Man Randy Savage costume.
I think you should. I'm just saying.
Also, I have the belt and everything, so I might just do it.
Yeah. And the guy who's dressed up like Jason has a sign that says Freddy sucks, which I think is kind of hilarious.
That's good. Sarah wants to do like a Lady in the Tramp thing.
That's a funny idea. I like that.
But it's like super basic, and I thought maybe you would shit on it.
I might shit on it, but as long as it's a costume, then...
Yeah, see.
I'd give you more of a hard time than Sarah. I'd say, Sarah, that's a cute idea, Bob. What the fuck are you wearing?
Yeah, you better not fucking disrespect her. So.
No, I absolutely would never.
Yeah,
that's why we don't bring up the great Connecticut Drive incident.
Absolutely not. One of the biggest regrets in my life was doing that.
Storm does double crossbody with the assist by Harris. Yeah, Bob probably sleeping on the couch for a week after that.
No, well, the thing
here
that
comes
sucked
Harris.
the most. The thing that sucked the most for that trip was the fact that it was like a snowstorm, and then we sit down. And
no, it was rain, brother. It was downpouring.
It was both. There was some snow.
Was there?
Yeah.
It was that time of the year, so yeah, it wasn't nice.
But I remember as soon as we sit down, they're like, make sure to watch the replay available on the High Spots Wrestling Network tomorrow morning. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Which probably set her off. Like, why am I even here then?
Yeah.
Gilberti just used the racket on the back of Harris, and now he's been tagged in. He's looking all cocky. Crowd's booing him. Harris holding the lower back. He's going to need a kidney transplant probably. And Gilberti grabs him by the hair. Right hand. And another one. And another one. And another one. Oh, that was a gut punch. Couple ones in the gut, off the rope. Wow, Harris didn't reverse that. He comes back with a hip toss, Kips in the gut. Gilberti coming back. Swing neck breaker.
He's working like he's fucking Disco Inferno 1997 tonight.
He kind of is, dude. Yeah, he's definitely working. I feel like a little different than he has been.
He's like kind of inspired. It's weird. Maybe it's the pants.
Could be. He's like, dude, I'm really feeling these pants.
I want to know why he hasn't been wearing his like Disco Inferno pants.
Because I think once he like was the leader of Sex, I feel like he was trying to get away from that a little bit, which is kind of good for him. He needs to evolve a little bit.
Yeah, but like he's always gonna be Disco Inferno.
Well, of course.
Fucking David Young.
Tags Gilberti back in. David Young does not want to do shit tonight. Quick tags in and out. I wish I cared more about this match. It makes sense why they're doing it, but I just don't. Like, this isn't a match I was like, oh, they should probably do that.
Yeah, you probably don't start with this. If you have like an X Division match lined up, I would just have done that. I mean, there's no real.
I agree, man. X Division is the way to go to start these shows. I think we found that out a long time ago.
It's such an easy thing to do. It's like, why don't you just do it? Literally, if I was booking TNA, every show would be, here's your, oh, nice DDT. Here's your X Division match. Or here's one of them.
Yeah.
That's like what WCW would do.
Smart.
They'd be like, oh,
Gets
here's
people hooked.
Psychosis. Yeah, I mean, yeah, get them amped up. I feel like the crowd was super amped up for this, and now it's slowly going down.
Yeah, they are. They're slowly.
They are still standing, but some of them are hunched over the railing out of boredom.
We've all been there, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
David Young gets 2 count on Harris. In case anyone thought David Young was about to pin Chris Harris.
Yeah, good luck. We can all dream.
I keep looking at the guy in the yellow shirt who just looks so like happy to be there. That's very sarcastic. You'll see him. Ready? Look at him. He's just like amazed. He's looking
like a banana colored shirt.
Yeah. Gilberti choking Harris on the middle rope. Couple stiff punches to the head. He's gonna.
Here's a update from the Bound for Glory 2011 show. It looks like one of the guys that was wearing the blue hoodie has left the arena.
Wow. Maybe he went to get a drink.
He's at least left his seat.
That's
so
pretty
no
impressive.
more confusion over the hoodie. The hoodie gate here of Bound for Glory 2011.
David Young, thumb down.
Did he just do an Arn Anderson thing where he was like, "You're"?
Yeah, I guess Then that is what he did.
Or I mean, I guess more so that would be a Benoit thing in 2003.
Well, here he goes for a fucking flying headbutt.
Oh my god! Okay, he was doing a Benoit.
But Harris moved out of the way. He's not tagging Storm in just yet. Catatonic. Oh, David Young slips out. Picks him up. Spinebuster. The master of the Spinebuster nails Harris with one. Yes, and we know. Thank you, TNA. How many times Catatonic has got a victory for AMW?
Yeah, but
Gilberti's distracting.
Didn't he just hit it, and then David Young's already up?
No, he slipped out of it. David Young then hit the Spinebuster.
Spinebuster, okay.
Gilberti's like, yeah, to slam him. What's this? James Storm climbing to the top. Kind of a one-legged drop kick, and it just because it looks sloppy. I think that's why he did a one-legged one. Yeah. But he drop kicked him.
James Storm's like, you tag me in. I want to get the pin.
There's a hot tag.
It says on the booking sheet.
And the crowd goes mild. Woo! Yeah! Hurricane Rana.
Oh, nice.
I want to see Storm hit a Hurricane Rana now. I don't think he does that anymore.
Is James Storm always like in shape, but always still kind of chubby looking?
Yes. I don't know if he ever gets like super lean.
I've just like noticed that. Because usually Russell will go through a phase where it's like, oh, they went jacked. Yeah, but he's always like in like the in-between. Like they're either jacked or they got like super out of shape.
There's a time where I think it might have been when he was either like going for a power slam cover, but they're saying you're not legal, or Glen's not legal.
Yeah, Glen can't be legal.
I'm typing it in right now, so before I jinx myself, when he went to like NXT for a little bit, I thought he was in a little bit more shape.
Was he in NXT for only like, hey, I'm in the front row and I'm coming? Did he actually have a match?
Yeah, he wrestled Danny Burch. I only know that because there's a picture right here. Oh no, he had 2 matches at least. There's pictures. And he was supposed to come back, and then as soon as the pandemic hit, they dropped that plan. And don't worry, he probably would have been released also by this point.
Oh, probably. He wouldn't fit the NXT 2.0 thing.
Yes,
Storm's got the sharpshooter. TNA just mentioned that Bret Hart's one of his favorite wrestlers. That probably means that Bret Hart's coming in.
Right.
Gilberti's coming in with his tennis racket, distracting the referee with a chair that he's talking to the Borash with. He just hit him. Gilberti hit Storm over the back with the tennis racket. He's definitely like, the whole cornet thing is 1, 2, kick out. Dallas, if I were to hit you over the back with a tennis racket, do you think I could pin you 1, 2, 3?
No, but it'd fucking hurt. Although that's not even a real tennis racket. You can tell by the handle. It's like a badminton one. It's like a little baby one. Spear by Harris.
Gore.
Gilberti. Last Dance.
Stone Cold Stunner. Oh, hell yeah. Are they really going to go around doing like quick finishes on everybody now? Side Russian leg sweep here. What is he doing? Oh, he's going for like the YMCA elbow
The
drop.
Village People's Elbow.
What a
Isn't that what he
joke.
calls it? Oh, fuck.
Oh, I don't know. Super kick, though. I know what they call that. Super kick by James Storm.
Crowd's getting hype again. They're getting loud.
Oh, because they're knowing that this is probably going to be it. Just finish off David Young. What are we waiting for here? Heart attack. Hit it. Boom. Okay. Cover.
That's right. Starts with a heart attack move, and guess where we're
Heart-
going from there, baby? Death sentence. Are they going to hit it? No, because Harris is going up in the corner while Gilberti's knocked out of the ring. There's no way. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm wrong. Here goes. Boom.
Boom.
One,
Two,
three.
three.
Wow, I was surprised because that was the corner Gilberti was just out of the ring at, so I just assumed he was going to... Okay, America's Most Wanted. Big win to open up the show. They're that much closer to getting their shot at the NWA Tag Team titles once again. Gilberti's standing up. His back's turned. He turns around, faces America's Most Wanted. Double right hand. Well,
I like how they had to communicate to
left hand.
punch Gilberti at the same time. Gilberti, the coward that he is, Don West. How dare you? What?
Oh, Harris has a microphone. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna knock your brains out.
God, he said, your games are over. You can send any team you wanted us. AMW will knock. Yeah, they're not going to knock them down because technically they lost last week and they had to restart the match to win.
Don't worry about that. They cheated.
Oh. Swinger and Diamond have been running around with their tag team titles long enough. America's Most Wanted. We want a rematch. And we want it next week. I was just going to say they were going to get it next week. Because the belts are coming back to America's Most Wanted. What a nice talker. They're coming back to us.
How many times have they been champions already?
Is it 2 or 3? I think it's 2.
Won it. I lost at New Church. Won it. I think twice.
I think it's twice. Michael Shane, backstage with Scott Hudson. He's got the title. He's got the trophy.
That trophy's almost taller than Michael Shane just on the ground.
No, it's on something.
Is it?
Yeah, they have it on like a little table thing. So he doesn't want to defend his title against unworthy opponents. Against guys that won't elevate his career. He's proposing a triple chance invitational starting next week. Whoever comes out of it at the end gets a shot at the title.
Oh, Sanjay.
Oh, okay. Upsets aren't in Michael Shane's vocabulary.
Holy.
Okay. Here comes Sonjay Dutt.
Holy shit, man. I gotta go get my blood pressure checked. What the hell was that, baby?
Her Halloween costume, brother.
Holy moly.
She's like a dark angel.
Yeah, okay.
Sanjay is hype right now. And here comes Michael Shane. Oh, and this one's a pirate. Who are these girls?
Not a lot of pop.
The Dark Angel one looks kind of like April, but I don't know if it actually is her.
No, I don't think she was the Dark Angel.
I need a better look at her face.
Yeah, you're right. That trophy was definitely on something because that looks very small in his hands.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so this is a non-title match between Michael Shane and Sonjay Dutt.
And if you guys forgot, Michael Shane is the cousin of Shawn Michaels.
He is. And I'll tell you what, man, they've been featuring Sanjay in some pretty decent matchups since his first match. So
This is what, his third week, right?
this is his third week, and he's fighting the X Division champion. I think that speaks volumes for what they think about him. Quick roll up, gets 2 count, of course. Goes for a kick. Whoa, we're going fast. Cover again. Nope. We're just all over the place.
I like Sanjay. I really enjoy his work.
So do I. I think he's good.
I can't remember the show, but I remember watching a Sonjay Dutt against Loki match, and I thought it was fucking fantastic. Heel kick by Sanjay. Head scissor takedown as well. And I only say that because, Loki sometimes is hit or miss for me because it's always like kicks and like basic stuff. But that match he had with Sanjay, I want to say it was with ICW in New York. It was like 2003-ish. Maybe a little later. Really, really good match.
Oh, back elbow to Sanjay Dutt.
You know who else does a good back elbow in the corner?
Who's that?
Shawn Michaels.
I thought you were going to say Nikita Koloff, to be honest with you. And he dropped.
Nikita Koloff does.
There's a pop-up drop kick, knocks Michael Shane to the floor.
You know who
Sanjay,
does a really good pop-up
drop kick? Going for a crossbody
kick?
to the floor. Michael Shane flies into the guardrail.
You know who does a really good pop-up drop kick?
Nikita Koloff.
No, Ivan Koloff.
Ivan Koloff.
Yeah. He was really good.
Sanjay springboard clothesline on Michael Shane.
1, 2 count.
First ever meeting between these two wrestlers. Not a lot of first evers in this business, and here we are watching one right here on pay-per-view number 68 from October 29, 2003. Michael Shane slips to the floor, and then gets hit with a baseball slide.
Oh no! Oh, I thought he was gonna do a dangerous like springboard dive there. I could just see his shins hitting the guard railing, but thank God that did not happen.
Whoa.
Oh, he just does a leg drop on the apron.
That was kind of fun. Looked like it hurt.
Hey, what? Why is that guy giving Sanjay a thumbs down? That's rude.
Because maybe he's a fan of the cousin of Shawn Michaels, Michael Shane.
That's disrespectful. Sanjay Dutt has been a lightning of fun here.
Oh.
Do a blade job. Do a blade job.
Right into that post. Yes, Michael Shane always finds a way to take advantage of the opportunity. I don't think he's busted open, which is kind of shocking, but a random X Division match doesn't necessarily need the blood, so.
No. You save that for your brawls in your heavyweight title matches, not this.
Would it have really surprised you, though? Would it?
No, I remember, wasn't there a show where there was like 7 matches and like 6 of them there was blood?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a blood in some way. Oh. He has his arm and gives him a nice elbow to the jaw. Michael Shane going for a German. Nope. Sanjay flips out. Comes back. Oh. Reversing hip tosses. Sanjay. Whoa.
Okay. Jesus.
Sanjay went to skin the cat. Michael Shane gives him a shoulder block, knocks him to the floor. You can't call it. It's too fast.
What a maneuver.
What a maneuver by these 2 young gentlemen. We should put one of them in an animal mask, and the other one, we're going to make him a homeless man, and he's going to take out the garbage.
Oh, my God. Ever devastating chin lock in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't keep this on long, because I got no good notes to talk about during a chin lock. Oh.
They were saying somebody was advising somebody.
Well,
Are they referencing Shane Douglas and his?
they could be referencing Shane Douglas. I forgot that even happened last week because they pretty much told us that Michael Shane is going to be the new franchise.
Yeah, does that mean Shane is switching to a manager, or they're going to be like a team?
I think he's switching to a manager.
Did you ask me why he would be?
No, I think he is.
Oh,
Running knee to Michael Shane. Oh, jawbreaker.
all right, Sanjay. Jeez,
The cow cut.
is that what they call that?
Yeah.
Cow cut. What the hell? I don't even know what that means.
Cow cut. Yeah, I think I looked that one up last week when he did it. Because I didn't hear what TNA said. Whipping Shane into the corner. Sonjay running. Nope, Michael Shane moved. Hits the turnbuckle. Michael Shane to the apron. And he's going up to the top rope, going really, really slow. Sonjay Dutt. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
He almost
he
missed the
slipped.
rope for a springboard dropkick. He didn't hit all of it. We're going to hit a dive here. Holy fuck.
Oh my God. Well, Michael Shane didn't bother to catch him, really.
No.
Jeez. Oh, there's a replay because, of course.
Hey, Bob, take a shot of your cranberry vodka.
I don't have that today.
I have a Coke Zero, my third one.
My first one,
Really?
friend. Yeah, because I only had 2 in the refrigerator. I forgot to buy some today.
Oh. Oh, over the head suplex. Oh, what's this? Wait
What
a
is
second.
he doing?
He just pulled him closer to one turnbuckle and then went to the further one.
What is he doing?
Holy shit, a huge springboard flying elbow. Kick out, though. Impressive. And now he's going on the closer turnbuckle. What's this? Phoenix Splash? Nope.
Oh, the Hindu press.
Hindu press. Oh, get out of here.
Come on, man.
Michael Shane got a cover by holding the tights. Get out of here, man.
That's some bullshit. See, now here's the thing. I think so. Sanjay Dutt is a lot of fun to watch, but like you can't be jobbing him out every week.
Is he like our new underdog? Oh, the
It's not
theme
even
song,
underdog. He has
Volume
fun.
2, NWA-TNA.com. You can listen to the Ring Entrance Music CD. Oh, Shane's busted lip.
Why do I feel like the NWA-TNA CD there of theme music probably wasn't a major seller?
I couldn't imagine. Backstage with Dusty, I'm going to make a prediction really quick before we get too far into this interview, and that is that Dutt is going to win this invitational that Michael Shane had and end up facing him for the title.
Well, we don't even know who's in it.
I know. That's my prediction, though. They're talking, he says, about Jimmy Hart. I don't know if there's anybody in the world that Jimmy Hart doesn't know. So that's quite the open door.
No kidding.
And also pretty fucking accurate. Jeff Jarrett. Yes, we know, Dusty. You have been on top of the mountain many times. We know.
Has Jimmy Hart ever managed Dusty Rhodes?
You'd have to figure that one out.
I don't think he is.
My good friend.
What?
You know how he
I don't know what this guy's
he
talking
just rambles, man. I don't know.
I'm your child.
You get the pin in the wind.
I don't think Scott Hudson even knows what he's talking about.
Look at his face. He's just looking at him. They're like, yeah, so it's a big night tonight. Okay.
Sometimes I think Dusty just puts words together and then he thinks he's putting something together that's coherent. But it's not.
The fuck? Booker T. Williams asked him this when he was putting his bags in the taxi. Why Did Jeff Jarrett do what he did at the Bash at the Beach?
Holy fuck, man.
Dusty's even talking about this shit right now.
He wasn't even there.
Me?
He wasn't even there. Oh my god. This is not that big of a deal. I don't think a lot of people really talk about Bash at the Beach 2000 as some kind of like horrible thing. It was a bad angle. Oh, great. Security. Bet on Red. That means, and they're not talking about Amazing Red. They're talking about Kevin Northcutt and Ryan Wilson.
Holy shit. Where's Amazing Red been? We need him back.
He's probably hurt. He's fucking dumb knee.
Hurt or in Japan, yeah.
Maybe he's still on the Greyhound bus that is 19 hours.
Look at Don Callis. Hey, speaking of Don Callis, my man. Hold on. I gotta figure out a better way to organize this.
Bow tie.
I have a really random note on Don Callis. He was one of 29 students that graduated with MBAs from Asper Business College at the University of Manitoba on October 22nd. And continuing on that, I will say let's see who they're facing first. Oh no. Eric Watts, who is with Chris Vaughn, he has a neck brace on, and his tag team partner, Don Harris. I have a note on him as well, kind of. Eric Watts come out in a jacket as if he's not wrestling, but they just said he is. So
he's definitely wrestling.
So just continuing on that note of Don Callis' MBA that he just got. Callis won ECW and WCW. When ECW and WCW, who it's also noted, Eric Bischoff was going to hire him as a new announcer when he was preparing the takeover of the company, which is noted a lot. When it went down in 2001, he started studying for his MBA because he never wanted to be left in a position he was in, where he didn't have a good career option outside of wrestling. So that's why he ended up getting that MBA there. And now moving on to Don Harris.
He's a smart guy to do that.
Absolutely. And of course, recently he became an Impact executive. He has now left that position, and now he's the manager of Kenny Omega.
Yeah, and he had no controversies in that position at all.
No. Anyway.
Probably should have taken that course on proper handling of workplace environment interactions with female talent. Alleged. Ron
Harris has apparently quit the promotion, and he is now working as a bodyguard for Randy Savage on tour.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is why Don Harris is back to his babyface security guard role. Which makes no sense since he turned heel from that role already. Probably because he has gone back and forth between babyface and heel in the same fucking position. Because it's Don fucking Harris and he doesn't do anything. I'll tell you what though, this is what I'll say about Don Harris is that from the last time we saw him, he's in better shape. He's thinned out a little bit. I thought he was Ron the first time we saw him because Ron is generally the thinner one, I've noticed.
I can't fucking tell which one's which. Just like you never could figure out which one was Joel and Jose Maximo. I couldn't tell you. They could tell me if this was Ron, and I'd be like, yeah, totally it's Ron. I have no idea.
I'm a little embarrassed about the Jose and Joel Maximo thing because I was getting it for a while, and then, dude, it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. I mean, I would get messages all the time, be like, how does Dallas not know who that is?
Wow. I have zero interest in this match. Don't know about you. Is Don and Eric Watts do a double back elbow to Kevin Northcutt?
I don't have any interest either. So let's go to Bound for Glory 2011.
No, hey, do you have any independent news about this match?
No, I don't.
What about the last two matches?
Nothing.
Oh, wow. Okay, so people are super not busy on the independent.
Yeah, they really don't care.
Oh, Eric Watts going against the rope, but Ryan Wilson stuck his knee up, and he punches Wilson off the apron, who looks like he can still look over the top rope when he's on the floor.
Yeah, I mean,
grabs the leg of Eric Watts. Kevin Northcutt goes for a leg drop after Eric Watts didn't stay down, and Northcutt had to wait for Eric Watts to look back and be like, "Oh fuck, he's gonna go for a leg drop."
You're not supposed to notice that, Dallas.
Well, what's this? Kind of like a pump handle back suplex.
1, 2, kick out.
I'll give him credit. We are 34 minutes and 40 seconds into the show, and we have not had one video package.
I'm starting to think that they just took the chairs away from the people on the floor level because they're all still standing for this one.
They are. They are still standing.
I don't think they have chairs.
Maybe.
I think it was a cost-cutting move.
How much longer do you think we're going to have Don Callis and Eric Watts fighting for power?
Oh, there's Goldilocks.
Goldilocks,
Oh,
the
shit.
girlfriend of Eric Watts, pushes Don Callis, slaps him.
I'm gonna say, I'll say that by the end of the year they'll like have some kind of blow off. That way, I think it'd be a good idea to start 2004 with like a cemented idea of what you want to do.
Well, and it's important to note, just like last year, I believe we have about a 2-week break at the end of the year of new pay-per-views.
Yes. Yeah.
Which, if you're keeping track, me and Bob will be doing a year in review around that time, as well as finishing up the WWA shows. So that's a little look into our future, but we got about like 2 months before that happens.
I'm not looking forward to the WWA shows, I'll tell you that. It's just one more, right?
One more, and we're going to do that before the year in review, so we just get it over with.
Oh, God.
But we got like 2 months before that happens. Kevin Northcutt comes back with a kick to the face of Don Harris. Rudy Charles is distracted. Don Callis throws Northcutt brass knucks? Or handcuffs. They're the handcuffs.
I think it's handcuffs.
Don Harris rolls him up.
Really?
Now.
Did Ryan Wilson do anything in that match other than trip him?
I don't think he did. And if you notice, he's not sweaty like Northcutt is. Northcutt, I mean, that's partial part of his hair being wet, but he's like very wet, even in the front. So, okay, they almost just killed Don Harris. It was supposed to be like a flapjack, it looked like, and Don Harris rotated onto his face. Goldilocks tending to Eric Watts outside the ring. Eric Watts back in the ring, goes after Northcutt with the Irish whip. Ryan Wilson's watching it happen, and then gets clothesline.
Pump kick. Another pump kick.
Mr. Explosion, Eric Watts. Here comes Callis dancing on the apron. Trying to grab fucking more handcuffs, dude. Watts is going to chokeslam him, but they're going wicked slow, and then
he dropped the handcuffs, and Northcutt had to go grab it on the floor.
Oh, that's funny.
Lord.
Well, they took forever to stop it from him chokeslamming him, though.
Yeah.
Spike pile driver potentially here?
And well, they didn't really time that good, but that's okay.
Well, they're two big, awkward guys. What do you expect? As Callis is kicking Watson, who's like dead, he's no selling it.
He's no selling it because he's unconscious.
Heavy D with a chair. Wow, Bob, that was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Wait a second. The first video package of the night.
Footage of the vicious attack. Now, I want to point out, I don't really see Jarrett. Does Jarrett ever really hit him on the knee?
No, Bob, he doesn't.
So, you hit him over the head, but.
Bro, he doesn't even go anywhere near his knee, okay?
Sounds like a Rick Santel type of injury here.
Now they're showing Russo and Styles talking.
Ekmo. Give Ekmo the title. Do it. Cowards.
I'm going to be damned if you do that.
Take my title shot. I'm Jeff Jarrett. Oh, great. Vince Russo come out. He's going to get beat up. He didn't want to do a blade job, though.
No, he did not. We did discuss that. He was not feeling the blade.
Dallas, what would you rather have, a cough or a runny nose?
A runny nose.
Absolutely. If anybody ever tells you they'd rather have a cough, they're a psychopath.
Yeah, they are. Come on. Well, it was a while without a video package, but this is like a very mashed up one between the Hogan attack and Jimmy Hart coming and Dusty being disappointed in Jarrett and him winning the title. I'm sure is coming up in a minute. It's a little bit of everything right here.
Yeah, but ultimately it means nothing.
Exactly.
Why did you do what you did at Bash at the Beach? Why?
And then it's super clear that Jimmy Hart was going to get hit because he took his jacket off. I mean, they did not even try to hide that at all. Get on your little airplane, fly down to Tampa.
It is Tennessee in October. It's probably, 70 degrees out there. It's probably warm. Take the jacket off.
Oh, okay. That's why he took it off.
Yeah.
He ties Jimmy Hart to the rope, whips him.
No! Remember, then doesn't he grab him by the face, but he tell him I'm the best. No, Hulk's are the best.
Yeah, Hogan's the best.
Hulk.
Damn it.
This is stupid.
Hulk Hogan is the best.
Hulkster's the man. Hulkster will save me.
Yeah, I'm sure he will, Jimmy.
We get it, Jet. Yeah, here you go. See
yeah. Oh, they cut that part out.
Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, wait, no, there it was. Hulk's the man.
Hulk's the man. Hulk's the man.
It's like the, what's it, Pinocchio and Shrek? I'm a real boy.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. The whipping of a belt is just is just devastating.
It was. It really was devastating, man.
Oh.
Now we're at the title match.
Why are they doing this in the middle of the show? I don't understand that.
Excessively long. Showing all the people watching, even though then the fans were paying more attention to them than they were the match. Now what, Jarrett? Now what?
Now what? What? Dude, but AJ can't win it. Oh, he hit him with the belt. And he won. Devastating. Don Callis is happy. I will get my revenge.
Okay. Come on.
That's my favorite thing, that the main angle here is between Jarrett and Jimmy Hart. I love it.
For real. Well, here we go. We're in the ring with Mike Tenay, as we just witnessed in that video package that felt like it was 20 minutes long.
Sure did.
It's been a very productive month of October. There's a sign right behind Mike Tenay that says, I fear Sabin. And he's wearing a Jason mask.
Hail Sabin.
Here's Jeff Jarrett.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. I really like Jarrett's theme song. So he can come out as many times. What's he got, a format in his hand? Jarrett, you're supposed to leave that with your dad or Dutch backstage. Why do you got that in your hand?
This is what he's going to do. He's going to come out. He's coming out. And he's going to be like, tonight, you see what this is right here? And today's going to be, what are you talking about, Jeff? And he's going to have a scowl. It's a piece of paper. It's Hulk Hogan's contract.
That he didn't sign.
And he's going to rip it up.
Dude, I think
they are going to ever coming in.
What is that camera angle? What the hell?
I don't know.
There was like behind a guardrail sitting down in a chair.
Don't these wrestling shows have like 12 cameras, but they only use like 3?
Yes.
Yeah, it's weird.
Dude, I have a feeling that Jarrett's about to like bury Hogan.
What is he wearing?
It's like a paisley seafoam green shirt, yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
You eliminated Vince Russo, which seems like a face thing to do, and now he's the heel champion. And now you beat up Jimmy Hart in the title victory over AJ Styles. Get to the point, Tenay. You're exactly right, Mike, today. Okay, he's talking about baseball, which I know nothing about. So, Bob, he said that they have the what on October?
The World Series.
World Series. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Wow, okay. Oh, Mr. October.
I like how you need is that true? Is it the World Series?
They said it. Is it accurate? I don't know. Tennessee Titans winning the World Series back in 2003, guys. And they're bringing it up
Tennessee
here.
Titans are not a baseball team, you son of a bitch. The football.
The Tennessee Hornets are
my God.
playing at the NCAA baseball tournament to win the World Series.
Tennessee Hornets won the College World Series
of basketball.
Basketball.
The NCAA.
Yeah.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
What the fuck is Bubba Love Sponge to do lately?
Friend of Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
Talking about Jeff Jarrett winning the title. Hogan needs surgery because of Jeff Jarrett, which is not true because he hit him in the head with a guitar, not the fucking knee.
Yeah, TNA looks like he's pissed that he has to agree with what he's saying.
Well, I feel bad that Jarrett even has to bullshit his way through this. Like, I actually feel bad for him. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got an email. Let's see. Dear Jeff, I'm a longtime fan who's watched every single episode of TNA. I don't think anyone has done that besides us at this point.
Yeah.
Wanted to thank him for everything he's done for the wrestling fans across the country. Congratulations for winning back the belt. That was rightfully yours. Did you just see TNA's side eye that he gave us?
Yeah. The belt
He doesn't buy it at all.
Hands.
I'd also like to thank you. Chanting, we want Hogan. Jarrett said, I want him too. But it's just funny because if you people could hold on just 1 second, they're getting louder. They're getting louder. As I bet you JB is throwing t-shirts in the crowd.
He just said if you could hang on 1 second, which means is he still a full-fledged heel here? Or is he playing?
Yeah, he's a heel, dude. He's reading an email about this fan saying that Hogan's a cancer to the business.
Right. Or is he playing it up as like a delusional guy that he thinks like they still love him? I don't know if he's embraced the heel part yet.
That's an interesting way to look at it. He said, "This is my favorite part. Hopefully, Jimmy Hart will stick his nose. He won't stick his nose in your business again. I can never get tired of seeing you give that guy a beating like you gave him last week."
Oh, so he does want him to get. The fan wants Jimmy Hart to get in his business again. That way that Jarrett can beat him up.
Oh, okay. Tanay just stopped and looked at him. Said, "Tanay, you're pushing your luck with me, pal."
Tanay questioned if it was legitimate, and that really offended Jeff.
What I really came out here to talk about, Jimmy Hart. I don't have to wait till the end of the show. I'm not gonna wait. So I hope out there in that limo you brought. There, he's hoping you brought Hulk Hogan.
Don't do that. Don't even hint that it could be Hogan because
AJ Styles coming out right now.
It's me, Jeff. I'm the guy.
Yeah, and he comes out with Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart managed me at a Georgia independent show 3 weeks ago, so I technically fit the description.
He's his new protege starting tonight.
Why not? It's a perfect crime.
Oh my God, AJ Styles with one part of his shirt tucked in the front and the other part untucked.
That's a good look. I respect it.
Yeah, I just got out of bed and had to rush to get ready for work look.
Yeah.
His hair's all spiked up.
AJ's definitely getting cheered.
Speaking of good ass entrance music.
AJ's definitely getting cheered. They definitely did a double turn.
Yeah, I think so as well.
AJ.
Jeff, you seem to be a little worried about who Jimmy Hart is bringing in. You need to be worried about AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Look at Tanay. Look at him.
His facials are just...
Dude, Tanay is so good, and I feel like not enough people talk about Mike Tanay.
They really don't.
They know more than anyone that I deserve a rematch.
I don't know, AJ. You got your butt kicked.
Yeah, he did.
You didn't really put up much of a fight.
You just don't get it. Jarrett's saying, as far as I'm concerned, when I beat you last week, you've now fallen to the bottom of the barrel, just like I had to do. I was just going to say, that's what they were saying to Jarrett. I like that. It's going full circle, man. They said, you're not getting a rematch, Jarrett. You're at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jarrett was at the bottom for like 8 weeks.
Wait. He just said, why don't you enter the X Division
and he called him a boy. The X Division Triple Chance Tournament
Invitational. Thing. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, the one who put TNA on this map. So it does. I have a feeling he's about to enter it. I'm going to win that, and then I'm coming for you.
No. Is he?
I think he's about to. His X marks the spot. You're in my ring with my title. Okay, so I guess he didn't confirm it. But if... Oh. Black shirt security looking like they're aggressively holding back AJ Styles.
That's rude. Why is that one guy hugging him?
I know. Styles still trying, but... And here's the red shirt.
Oh, great.
Ryan Wilson. Puts him in a fucking full Nelson.
He's about to separate his fucking shoulder.
He said, all right.
AJ's looking like a punk.
Yeah, he is. Don Cal said, last time I looked, you're not booked on this card tonight. And you didn't buy a ticket to get in here. Well, no one did,
Explosion. But no one did.
They're kicking Styles out. He looks like he's the newest victim of the Don Callis.
So now it was D'Lo and Jerry, and now they're literally pulling him by his hair.
Yeah.
He's kicking and screaming. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so Jarrett is ignoring this now and saying, okay, Jimmy Hart. There he goes. Ready? Right outside the building. The NWA World Heavyweight Champion is challenging you to bring your opponent down. See, the crazy thing about this is, we've talked about this before too, is like, you'd buy this show because you're excited about a surprise. They could literally wait till the end of the show and it doesn't matter because you already bought the show. You're probably going to watch it. Oh, Dusty's coming out. Yay.
Great.
Is this what we get for not having any segments or highlight packages throughout the show, that we're getting a wicked long one?
Yeah, probably.
We deserve this, I guess. We
got spoiled with 40 minutes of action.
How dare they?
Yeah. Comes to an abrupt... This has been going on for almost 15 minutes.
I know. We're at 52 minutes and 42 seconds, so... I did do a time check around the time that highlight package went on, so you guys do the math. Dusty's in the ring now with Jarrett. TNA was very concerned on the look on his face. You really amazed me.
Anybody. NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Did I hear that right?
Well, it's me, Dusty Rhodes, and I'm here.
Is that what I heard? No way.
Yes, he is. He's going out for the challenge there, Don.
He said he's challenging anyone in the back who is a worthy opponent. And he flips the hat off Dusty. Red shirts are back in the ring, following with Jarrett. Like, hey, we're his security now, too. Says Mike, tonight, get Dusty out of my damn ring.
Whoa.
Wow, dude. Okay. Tanae's very disappointed.
It's my world. Great. So now they're going to do a slow build for a Dusty and Jarrett match. Again. For the NWA World title. I can't wait.
Well, the segment's finally coming to a close, so whatever.
Yeah, well, it literally took almost 15 minutes on the dot.
We're going backstage. Johnny Swinger, Simon Diamond with Glen Gilberti and David Young. They want a World Tag Team title match next week. What's it going to be? Gilberti says, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
Don't do it.
The Yankees lost. That sucks.
Yeah, they lost to the Marlins.
How do you just know that off the top of your head?
I remember that World Series very vividly.
What the hell? Sonny Siaki walking in here. Kaki Siaki, the ace in the hole. He's like, you know this problem we got with AW, right? He's like, no, I don't.
I haven't been watching the show. I thought they didn't like each other, Gilberti and Siaki.
Oh wait, Swinger said, Simon, you have a problem? No, I don't have a problem. You have the problem. So Simon does not have a problem.
Yeah, but who is that? That was not Lollipop.
No, dude, I saw her earlier. She's a pirate. Siaki pushing Trinity.
Okay, Sonny, we got it.
It's Siaki and Ekmo coming out for a tag team match.
I don't appreciate the fucking domestic violence.
I feel like if I was Siaki and they were like, hey, so you're going to have to push her as you come out. As soon as before we walk out the curtain, I'd be like, Trinity, I am so sorry about this. And then you go out and you just have to start shoving her. But I'm sorry.
I know I would. I'm sure she didn't care. She was probably whatever.
Yeah, I don't know who this girl is.
Oh.
Danny Doring and Roadkill are their opponents.
Oh, all right. Do I have any indie news for these guys or what? No.
I am surprised we've been seeing Roadkill this much, to be honest with you. He seems like someone they'd bring in like once or twice, and then that'd be it.
Well, maybe it is once or twice. This would be the second time.
No, this is the third, isn't it? Yeah, this is the third match. They had a non-title match.
All right, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Who cares?
Well, was Doring and him like a decent like over tag team before? Or
yes.
What? Like very over?
They were probably the top babyface team in the last year of ECW. Yeah.
Really? Wow. Yeah. I feel like the last year of ECW I know virtually nothing about.
You wouldn't be the only one. A lot of people don't. The last year of ECW was their best year in terms of business and probably from top to bottom consistently their best in-ring year.
Really?
Yeah, because, obviously people are going to be like, oh, Eddie and Malenko or whatever. Yeah, that's one good match or a great match. And then the rest of the card would be like, Hack Myers against fucking JT Smith or something. It wouldn't be very good.
Okay.
ECW 2000, though, I would say, top to bottom, consistently good stuff. Siaki with a swinging side slam of sorts here on Danny Doring to kick off the match. Everybody is still standing. Is this some kind of competition amongst the people in the crowd, like who can stand the longest or something? I don't get it.
Wait, Tanae is saying on commentary that Roddy Piper is still calling.
Yeah, well, they should just ignore the phone call.
Yeah, he's still calling the TNA offices. Roadkill with a running power slam.
Doring coming off the top, it looks like. Yep, and he's going to do a leg drop.
Nice.
Oh, no. Oh, he kicks Siaki, does Doring from the apron. And tried for the Hurricanrana, but Siaki countered it by ramming Doring headfirst into the ring steps.
Hey, Bob, you know what I forgot?
What?
We still got Raven and Vampiro on this show, which is pretty fucking cool. And they haven't like talked about that at all.
I'd be lying if I said that I remembered that. So I did not remember that.
They definitely should have mentioned that at some point on this show.
I feel like by them not mentioning it, it means that it's not going to be a focus moving forward.
Which is kind of a disappointment. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
A big punt kick to Danny Doring by Ekmo. Who's very clearly wearing his like Jamal attire. Is that he definitely wore that on Raw, did he not?
Oh, probably.
Like, it looks super familiar.
No, he probably did.
Big leg drop.
1, 2, Doring kicks out again. What is Trinity complaining about?
She's just like, what the hell? Yelling at Siaki, it looked like, to watch the match because he's focusing on her, I think.
Oh, jeez, a double.
Oh, wait, Gilberti's out here chatting with Trinity.
Is he trying to recruit Trinity? She is a Long Island girl.
Oh, okay, that could be fun.
And they are the New York connection.
Could you see Trinity managing like Swinger and Diamond?
I could see her managing Swinger.
Yeah. The move that Siaki was just doing to stretch Doring's arms while they were hooked on the rope was really silly.
I thought he was giving him a titty twister at first. Not that we haven't seen that before. Oh, here comes Ekmo. Siaki just did like a suplex into the corner on Doring, and now Ekmo's going to come in and probably murder him with a splash. No, he misses it. Just tag in Roadkill. You're right there. There we go. Siaki didn't get tagged in, and then Roadkill's going to clean house with some clotheslines. Chickens. Backdrop. Boom. See you later, Siaki. Gilberti's still talking to Trinity. Maybe he's trying to say, like, hey, I won't push you. Side slam by Roadkill.
Ekmo that was a kick to the gut, but I thought it was a low blow at first.
Yeah. Well, misses the back splash. Roadkill charging the corner. Big splash of his own. Doring he counters, sends Roadkill in, but he gets decked by Ekmo.
I mean, I haven't seen a ton of Roadkill's work. I mean, I obviously know who he is, but he seems like a pretty like decent, bigger guy.
He's not bad.
Ekmo picking up Doring. Samoan drop.
Samoan drop, yeah.
Gilberti trying to talk to Siaki, who just blew him off ringside. That was not a focus, but...
Clothesline off the top by Roadkill. 1, 2... Well, Ekmo kicks out. They try to say there's a shoulder block. It's a clothesline. Roadkill going to the top rope again. What is Gilberti talking about with Siaki? Leave it alone. Siaki gets over there, shoves Roadkill off.
Oh, fuck!
Ekmo tried to do a kip up. Kind of failed at it. Super kick, though.
He's climbing to the top.
Uh-oh. And there it is. That should do it. 1, 2, 3. Who?
Huh. Gilberti in the ring. He's like, dude, Siaki, come on, man. Trinity is not in the ring celebrating with them.
No, she's not.
Oh, Siaki's got a microphone.
Ooh.
Claim Gilberti, don't worry about your problems because next week, A&W versus Ekmo Fatu and Sonny Siaki. So it looks like they are not getting their title match next week. Trinity's disgusted. She's walking away.
Trinity's like, screw you guys for helping out Gilberti. I'm done. That was her breaking point, not getting abused. It's that they're helping out Gilberti.
Wait, Jimmy Hart has been laughing excessively for the last 2 hours, they just said, as he's standing at the limo
Could
kill.
you imagine? Jimmy Hart is laughing for 2 hours in the parking lot.
So Dusty Rose wants to know who's in it. Mike Tenay wants to know who's in the limo. Jeff Jarrett, do you want to know who's in the limo? You got a big surprise.
That's Frank the driver, but let's go.
Wait.
Oh my God! Is there a Hummer?
He's also who's in the Hummer. He's laughing as they're cutting to Kid Kash, who's coming out right now.
Unbelievable. I have indie news for Kid Kash. What? It's a first blood match?
What? What?
That's what Borash just said. I don't know what. All right. Well, on October 24th, Kid Kash defeated Delirious and Matt Sydal for GCW in Missouri. And then the next day, he teamed up with Matt Sydal in a losing effort against Diamondback Dingo and the Outcast for GCW, also in Missouri.
Wait, Bob.
Chair on a pole first blood match.
What in the world? I thought Vince Russo was done right in these shows.
What in the world? And then we have a Retribution fucking blood match or whatever.
No, that's a Blood Gallows of Retribution dream match, which you have to hang your opponent.
Yeah, and they gotta be like bleeding and stuff or whatever, don't they?
I don't remember that part, but maybe, yeah.
Well, there's gonna be blood. I mean, let's be real. I mean, come on. It's Raven and Slash.
Okay, so kind of a weird way to be booking this chair on a pole first blood match. What in the world?
Have we noticed that Abyss has his Abyss music at this point as well, or no?
This might have been one of the. I don't know if I've noticed it before. This is the first time that, I guess I'm noticing it. Masked Monsters Rule is what the Jason and Scream guys are holding up in the crowd. They're the only ones in a costume.
Mike Tenay just said that the chair on a pole match evens the odds between Kash and Abyss. How? How's that even the odds?
Because Abyss has a mask on. Can we not forget that? Like, Abyss is like very, very little skin showing as he just gets low blowed by Kash, who's now going to climb to the ropes and get the chair.
Like, if he just had the chair to start the match, yeah, it evens the odds, but he still gotta go get it.
Abyss stops him. Oh, big chop in the corner.
Who do you think sweats more, Abyss or Kevin Northcutt?
Abyss it's very clearly water to me, whereas Northcutt is mostly sweat, I think. Yeah. But Abyss does get quite sweaty in matches, so I'd probably end up saying Abyss.
Especially when he eventually has like a leather vest.
Yeah, which is understandable. Holy shit! Did you see that? He just essentially chucked Kid Kash up with a press slam and then pulled him down to the mat.
Yeah, Dallas, I did see it. I am watching it.
I'm just saying. I thought that the camera angle on that stuff was impressive too.
Okay.
Abyss with a back kick, knocking Kid Kash off. Abyss doesn't want the chair now. He's on the middle rope instead, and he's going for a splash, and he misses.
Do you have to use the chair or something, or no? Does it have to be that chair on the pole? I'm sure there's 20 chairs underneath the ring.
Yeah, I don't know if they really said. Kid Kash going for his coast-to-coast somersault drop kick. He actually hit that better than normal.
I feel like Abyss just got hit in the nuts again.
I mean, he seems like the kind of guy who gets hit in the nuts a lot. I'm just saying. I knew some people like that.
Who do you know that would get hit in the nuts a lot?
Our buddy James, he was known for being like nut shotted, like on accident. He'd always get nut tapped.
Oh.
Always, no matter what.
That's
okay. Kid Kash has the chair officially.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna draw first blood. No, he hits the turnbuckle, but it does not hit him in the face. Oh, but Abyss punches him and it hits him in the face. Wow. He hit it pretty good.
If Abyss's hand is bleeding from that chair shot, does he lose?
Yes, he would.
Would he really?
Yeah, it's first blood, brother.
Yeah, but I thought it was from your forehead.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
That's stupid.
Oh. Is he going to hit it? Nope. Can't do the backbreaker. We don't have a name for it yet. It's just a backbreaker.
I remember my favorite first blood match ever was between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. And Flair bleeds within like 3 minutes, and the referee's like, you know what? It's not enough blood. So we're going to keep the match going.
Catapult, Kid Cash, right into the chair.
Ooh.
He just barely hit that, but it was enough that it looked like it hurt worse than if he hit it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was more like a thud.
He hit the bottom like edge of it.
Yeah.
The first wrestler who bleeds loses. The chair is in play. Abyss takes it out of the corner. Throws it onto Abyss.
Was that the same chair from the pole?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the chair on the pole was black. Okay. Well.
Oh, the classic.
Oh my God, this guy in his nut shots. That's the third.
Abyss going for a sit down splash, and
he's going for the earthquake splash.
There we go. And then Kid Cash moved the chair so it hit him in the nuts, which is a move that Abyss will then take about 1 million more times throughout his career.
You think only 1 million?
Kid Cash going for a triple jump springboard.
I think it's nice. I think it's 1 million times. It was just barbed wire. All the times he'd have like the barbed wire board, and he'd go for the splash, and then they'd be like, "Nope, got ya."
Thumbtacks, barbed wire boards, chairs to the nuts.
Janice
was actually scary though. That's
yeah. Cash going to the top rope again.
Oh shit!
Splashed on top of the chair.
That had to feel good.
Probably felt great. Abyss is wedging the chair up in the corner.
Donova says, Kid Cash is more hard-headed than I thought he was. Oh, whipped into that. But look at... Oh, Kid Cash had his hand on. I thought he was going to whip it out at Abyss. Oh, shit. Abyss hits it face first after Kid Cash moved out of the way. Abyss slips to the floor. Yeah.
Is Abyss going to be busted open from that?
I have a bad feeling he will be, but I don't know. But, I mean, Mike Posey just checked on him, and he didn't say he was bleeding yet, so let's see if he gets in the ring and is magically bleeding. Hair's in the face, so we can't really tell yet.
Yeah, he's kind of hiding it.
Nope, he's not bleeding. Black hole slam. Oh, shit, he is bleeding.
Is he?
Yeah. But he's hiding it from the
face.
Ref. Oh, fuck, it's on his arm, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to hide that part.
Oh, headshot with the chair. Ref still hasn't checked Abyss. Oh, he just looked right at Abyss. Oh. There it is.
Posey's going to get murdered. Well, that's how Kid Cash gets a win over Abyss, by not pinning him, but just making him bleed.
That's probably why they did this, I bet you.
Abyss
just realized he's bleeding. He wiped it on his hands. He's screaming. He's seen his own blood. He's getting more angry.
Oh
no, Mike Posey. Poor guy.
Run. Posey, run.
Smash mouth the Kid Cash.
Great. Cash gets knocked out.
Oh, kicks Posey in the gut.
Posey, what are you doing? Just run.
Oh, no.
Shock treatment. And oh, my God. Jeez. Oh, Posey's probably out for the rest of the show. That's good. And now Abyss has got Cash.
They're trying to call for help for Posey. Oh, wait, black shirt security trying to stop Abyss. We know how this is going to end, right?
Probably not well. That one guy looks like Brian Lawler.
Yeah, it does. Bell's ringing. No one's stopping this. Oh, one of the security coming back. Black hole slam.
Oh, boom.
Man, I love that move. I don't know about you. I think it's so fun to watch.
Yeah, it is a good move.
Oh, chokeslam onto the chair.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
What are the odds that the security guy knew that was going to happen?
I don't know if he really did because he spun him right onto the chair. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
TNA, run.
He's looking at TNA. Andrew Thomas, who is arguably one of the referees who takes the most bumps and gets knocked out often, is attempting to stop Abyss by doing, "Come on, man, come on." You know how that's going to work.
Come on.
Okay, he's walking away.
Now Abyss is just going to go walking back to his boiler room.
There's a monster on the loose in the TNA Asylum. Following message is brought to you by the franchise, Shane Douglas.
Great. Is he going to be staring at tits again or what?
Nope. He said, all I can say is, wow, I love it. Said he was going to build a new franchise here in TNA.
A lady.
What? Until you gave me these beautiful pictures.
Mm.
The franchise pays your check. From shooting some wedding suit.
I thought they were going to mess up and show her face before they were supposed to. Who is it? Oh.
He's got a big, big announcement. The world is yours.
Come on, Shane. Move a little bit so I can see her face.
I have a pretty good guess, just because I saw her hair.
Who?
Tracy.
Mm.
We haven't seen her in a while, and she just came up in our notes recently.
Mm. That's a good point.
Just a guess. He's talking to someone else, though, off camera. The spot could be yours. A new franchise of TNA.
I think it's going to be Kazarian.
Oh. Scott Hudson talking with Father James Mitchell and Vampiro, who looks like a fucking boss right now, looking pissed.
Yeah. That beanie's really doing it for me.
Well, it's the way he just looked up at the camera. He's got the studded leather vest. Oh, look at his nails. He hasn't slept in 3 days. Mitchell, this is. Every time I pick it up, Raven says, "Dream blood, Mitchell, dream blood."
Wait, did he say Raven's been calling him?
Yeah, and it's Raven saying,
Block the phone
dream
number.
blood. It's a different day and age, Bob.
Just block the number. Unplug your phone.
He holds the key to his soul. Vampiro promises he won't let him down. The Gallows of Retribution match. 4 change on all 4 sides of the ring.
You know what this match should have been?
And the only way to beat your opponent is to throw him over the top rope and choke him until he can't go anymore. Go ahead, Bob. Sorry. I was just making sure we got the rules down.
Yeah, this match should have been an I Quit match, and then Vampiro showed up with his lips stitched together.
Mm.
That way he'd be like, I can't say I quit. Because my lips are stitched together.
I like that.
But then Raven uses scissors to cut his lips open, and Vampiro quits.
So we are coming on to the New Church's song. So Vampiro does not have his own song. Catacombs.
You know it. I know it. Oh, you know it.
Wow, you know more words to this than I thought you did.
'Cause you know it. Oh, Oh, you know that. You know that. Oh, oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
excited about this match?
I'm more excited for the theme song. Oh,
So
yeah.
that Here Comes Raven song. You want to say all the words he says in the beginning? Come and join me in Raven's
Raven's
Clockwork
Clockwork
Orange.
Orange House of Fire.
Well, hey, during this intro, I have a quick note about Vampiro. It's nothing crazy, but it's mentioned. It's in the Mexico section of the Observer. Um, and the short version is that Antonio Pena was wanting to use someone from TNA to interfere and cost Latin Lover to lose his match against Hector Garza. That ended up switching, and Garza got his head shaved. And they were thinking about having Vampiro be the one who came out. Well, Vampiro was booked that day at Areno Coliseum, teaming with Mil Mascaras, and nobody from TNA came down. So nothing happened. They just showed a weird picture-in-picture when Raven was coming over that guardrail that was not supposed to be shown. But
Yeah, that's fine.
and here comes Raven with wicked cool white eye face paint. He's got Dream Blood painted over his chest with some white markings. His hair is growing out pretty damn quick, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, it's only been like a month.
He looks like Bob right now.
Looks like me?
Yeah. Look at his hair. You guys have the same hair right now.
I don't look like Raven. I don't got face paint on my cheeks.
You look like Raven.
I have some indie news here for Vampiro, but it's with a bunch of guys that I don't know how to pronounce their names.
Well, go ahead and try.
He teamed up with Lismark Jr. and Tinibalus Jr. To defeat Black Warrior Mascara Ano 2000 in Universo 2000 in a best 2 out of 3 falls match on October 28th for CMLL.
Okay, nice.
That's about it. That was the day before this show.
Oh, wow. The match has started. We're at 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 37 seconds. And Vampiro's gone for a couple kicks here. And you're just reminding me more that I need to check out some of Vampiro's work in Mexico, because I bet you some of it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I don't know how I feel about having the chains in the ring like this.
Yeah, so there is chains on every rope, similar to the strap match that they did a while back. And there's a dog collar attached to each one of those, so you can strap the dog collar around your opponent's neck, throw them over the top rope, and incapacitate them. This is a pretty violent idea for a match.
Is it?
I mean, you think about it. You have to choke your opponent by hanging them to fucking win. Yeah, brother.
Well, I mean, they've only been doing that for every match, every week between these guys, these groups. Yeah. I think being hung from a balcony is a little bit more dangerous than having a dog.
But they didn't throw them off the balcony to hang them.
Well, they should have.
Oh my God, they die. I'm a little disappointed that this match doesn't have more hype behind it. I feel like I'm very excited to see this match since Vampiro came in and essentially screwed Raven, so he got his head shaved, and it's just like a casual match they barely mention on the show. It's kind of disappointing to me.
I kind of agree with you.
And I think the reason is because with this Hogan hype shit, Raven, who is arguably the biggest babyface in TNA, is getting put to the sideline, and this Hogan shit's not even happening.
Absolutely.
Raven just threw some chairs in the ring. He tried to get back in, but Vampiro caught him with some punches. He throws him against the rope, and pop-up powerbomb by Raven. Kind of
a little sloppy there.
Yeah, kind of looked a little weird, but he's going to put one of the dog collars around Vampiro's neck. He's choking him with it, and Vampiro's just telling him to pull him, so, it's caught it on the microphone.
Yeah, is that what he said?
He said pull it or something, so I think he pulled at his face. Drop toe hold to Vampiro onto a chair. Shocked that Raven even just hit that.
I'm not shocked. He does that all the time.
Well, I feel like he ends up taking it half the time.
Yeah, but he still ends up hitting it.
Yeah, but I thought he would.
Even if he has to take it first.
Okay, fine. There's a Vampiro blade. Let's see. He was just at the ring apron, so I bet you he did.
I bet he did.
Raven is putting one of the collars on him.
Is he bleeding?
Oh, yeah. He's putting it on good, too. He's feeding it through the little thing so it stays on and everything.
I don't see blood yet for Vampiro.
Except the problem is that Vampiro, the chain is in the ring, so he's through the bottom rope. So he's gonna have to get Vampiro in the ring in order to then throw him over, and Vampiro is bleeding.
Oh, he is bleeding.
Wow. The blood on the white makeup looks wicked good, though. Holy shit, he's whipping him wicked hard with the chain.
Ugh.
And this chain is ripped off the rope, so it's gonna be kind of useless, but you can still hold it, I suppose.
This is Raven beating up Vampiro for the whole Dark Carnival thing in WCW.
Yeah, he's really getting the revenge for all of us. It's similar to the Bash at the Beach thing. We're trying to get revenge for all this stuff that happened in WCW in 2000.
Yeah. Father James Mitchell just came in to kick Raven in the nuts, and then he ran away. That's great.
How effective.
I don't know if it's squirting out of his head, is it?
Oh, spin kick to the chair to the face of Raven. I don't think it was squirting, but yeah, we'll just go with it. I do believe it probably came out more because when he was choking him, it was probably rushing to the whole wound, but
yeah. We're at 125, 45, 46, 47, 48, if you're watching along, but you're probably not.
And that's okay.
That's fine. That's what we're here for.
If you're enjoying us talking about the show, that's all part of the fun. Vampiro on the top rope with a spin kick to hit Raven. He does a lot of spin kicks here in 2003.
He almost landed on his feet doing that.
Oh, yeah, he did.
That would have been really impressive. The lack of blood. Oh, TNA.
Hits Raven against the steps. He's probably busted open now.
Go, Raven, go. Go, Raven, go.
Dude, he is bleeding. I fucking knew it. He's got the blade.
He has her in his hands. Yeah, he does.
And it goes up against the guardrail.
They do blade jobs on the weirdest things. You could literally go face first through like a barbed wire board and then nothing. But then you get freaking hit into the ring post and you're gushing. A ladder right to the forehead, nothing. But if you go into the announcer table hard enough, you're fucking cut.
Yeah, right. Don West just noticed Raven's bleeding. He's like, oh my God, Raven's busted open.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yeah, dude. The blood in this doesn't feel as like they just did a first blood match.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they would do a first blood chair and a pole match before this.
Vampiro just wrapped the chain around his own head to headbutt Raven with the chain.
Yeah, that's smart.
So here's how I would have done it. They opened with a pretty lackluster match. I think I would have opened with that first blood chain match, maybe, or even this match, but open with the first blood chain chair match or whatever.
I think I would have started with this one.
I would have too, especially because you're hyping the show around Jarrett. That's assuming to be up next, unless we have another match that I don't know of. But
started off strong. I mean, if you don't start the show with X Division, start with this one. Why not?
I agree. I do. But that's more of a modern day thing, I think, Bob. I think nowadays that they would. I think this match would be first. Whereas in 2003, I think they were trying to make you wait for the good shit.
Yeah. Oh, Vampiro DDTing Raven onto a chair.
Okay, he's got
Raven's
a chain.
Own move.
Mitchell's like, throw him over. Throw Raven over the top and end his career.
Where's Punk and De Niro?
Raven told him to stay out of his business. I'd be shocked if we see him. They were on Explosion, though.
They were?
Yes, they... Well, not Explosion, my bad. They, one of those dark matches that I mentioned.
Dark matches, okay.
Oh, my God. Raven's getting his Vampiro's boot to choke him further. Raven's not giving up.
You have to submit in order to lose it?
Pass out. This is really what I think it is.
Oh, just passing out. Okay.
It can cause brain damage. The lack of oxygen. Look at this, though. What a visual. Hanging Raven.
Come on, Raven.
With the chain.
Raven, you can't lose.
Well, if he doesn't beat Vampiro, he can't get to James Mitchell. Andrew Thomas checking the arm. That's 1. That's 2.
2.
No way.
He ain't losing this.
Oh, double arms up.
Everybody knows that the third time you raise an arm, dude, that just automatically wakes you up.
Raven back up on the apron. Vampiro laying in some right hands. Raven coming back with some forearms as well. Hangs Vampiro over the top rope.
Yeah, Raven, you gotta take it off your neck, dude. You're not gonna really do anything.
Can't get too far. Clothesline's Vampiro. There we go. He's taking it off.
There he is. Now he's free.
Irish whip out of the corner to the other one. Vampiro goes chest first. Comes back to a clothesline. Vampiro does not like to take back bumps.
Raven never does that move well, ever.
Oh, goes for that bulldog, but Vampiro countered. Oh, Vampiro went for a kick, but Raven hit a side kick as well. Raven, dude, I'm telling you, Raven, when he blades, this dude digs deep because it's dripping every single time, like all over.
Well, I'm sure if you were to look at his forehead, it's probably all scarred up.
Oh, it is. It's not as bad as some people. He probably does a lot of hairline ones, I bet you.
I would hope so.
Oh, wow, look at this.
What is he
Raven
doing?
is locking up Vampiro on 2 different dog collars.
Yeah, but I thought you had to hang him.
Well, he's about to beat the shit out of him with something, I have a feeling. With this trash can? Oh, I hate when they don't fix the apron. It bothers me. Oh, boy.
What?
2 trash can. 3 trash can. Oh, Vampiro sits down.
You can't even lay down.
I know.
Oh,
a table? How are you going to use a table? Vampiro's laughing like he's trying to get out of those.
He's laughing like he's enjoying it. I think he's saying, get it off.
Yeah, I think he can't get it off. Oh, he got one off.
Yeah.
Crowd's awake. We want tables.
Yeah, he's still attached to the fucking chain, Raven. What are you doing?
Vampiro's
Irish whip him into the room. Vampiro's not 260. God.
Tanae just said he's 260.
No way. Low blow by Vampiro.
Oh, he gets out. He's rubbing the blood on his face. He's licking it. Gotta love that shit. Oh, he just spit it out all over his chest. Lays Raven across the table.
That is gross. Vampiro going to the top rope. Crotched by Raven. Oh, boy. Set him up for a DDT off the top.
Oh, fuck. Raven took the blunt of that. He basically sat through the table, but you can't pin him.
Yeah, so what was the point of that? You got to hang him again.
Dude, the head trauma. Short trip, bad landing. He's locking Vampiro up in it, feeding it through. This is only negative with this. Oh, he's got it on him. And then over the top. Oh.
Is he going to tap? Is he going to give up? Or is he just going to pass out?
He's pulling him up. Is Vampiro going to pass out here? Raven's really pushing it. Mitchell's just watching, even though earlier he got in the ring and hit him. So, dude, look how tight it is on Vampiro. Look at the blood dripping out. It actually is coming out a shit ton more. He gave up.
He said, yeah. He's like, yeah, I give up. And like Rudy Charles or Andrew Thomas was like, do you give up? He's like, yeah. And he even was like, yeah, I give up. He had to do it 3 times.
Mitchell in the ring. Fucking fireball. Raven ducked it though, and CM Punk was trying to check on him or something. They look like.
I think he was trying to like save him. I think he missed his cue.
Yeah, I think he might have.
I think Punk was supposed to like dive in front of him or tackle him down or something.
Raven said, "What are you doing?" I had him. He's on the microphone. He's like, "You gotta let me do it on my own."
Yeah, Punk, what are you doing?
You just tell Punk to get out of the ring.
You're fired.
Mitchell, I know you're listening. Well, yeah, he's up the ramp.
Yeah, he probably hasn't even left the venue yet.
He promised he'd take out his men one by one by one, and all that's left is you and him. Dream blood, Jim Mitchell. Dream blood. Whatever that means. Next week, Jim Mitchell. Raven and Jim Mitchell next week. Last man standing. What in the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Jesus. I mean, there's no way.
No. No way.
There's no way. I mean, we know what that's going to be. It's just going to be Raven just destroying him for 4 minutes or something.
Wow, Bob, what a show so far, but we still have to figure out who Jimmy Hart has brought to fight Jeff Jarrett tonight. We're at the announce table now, going over that. And let's talk about next week. Okay. X Division Triple Chance Individual, November 5th. Over the top invitational Battle Royal determine the top 5 seeds. So we know that none of them are actually going to get pedal shots.
Yeah, none of them will probably ever be seen again. I can't wait for Kid Romeo and Tony Mama Luke to probably.
November 12th, 2 qualifying matches. Seed 2 versus Seed 5 and Seed 3 versus Seed 4. Then November 19th is a 3-way match, determines the number 1 contender. Seed 1 versus 2 mystery people, whoever wins those other 2 matches.
So whoever wins the Battle Royal goes right to the 3-way match.
Yes, and then the other ones face off in matches to earn their spot in the 3-way match. That's an interesting concept. It's kind of like that baseball thing they do in October, right?
No.
Oh.
The number 1 seed doesn't just go to the World Series and like all the other guys have to battle it out.
Okay. You got to go to NWA-TNA.com. And they're going to show you who is in the Battle Royal on NWA-TNA.com. So we'll tell you in the notes before the show next week, probably.
I'm going to say Shark Boy.
Yeah. You got to get this Best of the NWA-TNA title matches DVD. TNA's Bloodiest Brawls, the Best of the X Division. Get all 3 of them. Get the music CD, Volume 1 and 2. And you got to get the D'Lo Brown bobblehead.
Jesus.
Sell it, Don. Sell it. Hey, America's Most Wanted shirt.
Oh, that's a nice shirt. If you go on eBay, I know you can get those DVDs for $500. So have fun.
They're a lot.
Yeah.
Ekmo fought 2 and Siaki versus AMW next week. And Raven and Father James Mitchell, last man standing, apparently. Okay, Bob, it's time. We're at 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 30 seconds, and we're finally got to see who is in the limo and or Hummer. Because here comes Jeff Jarrett. Well, Jarrett's got a long entrance here, so I have 2 notes on him, actually, that I should have told you one earlier, but one of them is a pretty quick one. Dave says, I have no idea what the deal is with TNA, AAA, and EMLL. Apparently, Jeff Jarrett agreed last week to hold off on the deal with Antonio Pena of AAA. Paco Alonso of EMLL was then supposed to contact TNA with a reply. He sent an email, he basically said nothing. So we don't know what's going on with that. We've been hearing about this for weeks, if not like over months at this point.
Yeah.
And I'll give you my last note now during this entrance. And that is that Jarrett missed an announced NWA title match for the Wildside group on 10/25. I'm just pointing out, Jarrett is coming out with 2 guitars in hand. AJ Styles appeared on that show, by the way. Bill Behrens opened up the show, playing a video that Jarrett saying that he's not coming anywhere near Cornelia, Georgia, until Styles proves himself. The show itself drew a sellout of 180 fans and was said to be a great show. And the fact that the fans weren't all that upset about the bait and switch is both a compliment to the crew as well as a statement of the value of the NWA title and Jarrett these days.
That's a good point.
And that's going to wrap up, I believe, our notes for the show. And Jarrett is saying, come out. Surprise. Okay, we got music. Who is it coming out here, Bob?
It's Hulk Hogan's music.
Oh, that's a way to get the fans real pissed.
I think it's going to be Dave Sullivan.
Oh, fuck. No. Jimmy Hart's laughing. The first man that picked up the phone. He's a good friend of Hulk Hogan's. He's got heart. And he's got desire. Hit the music. Jarrett's... Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Well, we've seen him before.
Dude, Bob, listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd. They are not happy. Guys, if you're not watching along, TNA alum, Hacksaw, Jim Duggan.
Are they booing?
Yeah, dude, they're pissed. Some of them are doing the hoe, but...
No, they're definitely booing.
They're pissed.
You know, it probably doesn't help that they've already seen him, like, in TNA.
He said he's loyal to his country, loyal to his family, and he's loyal to his friend. He points to Jimmy Hart. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Hogan can take care of himself. He can fight his own battles. But what kind of man... What kind of man would take a belt and whip Jimmy Hart till he bleeds? He wasn't bleeding. Did anyone watch the show last week?
Yeah, what was he supposed to bleed and he didn't? What's going on?
Was Jimmy Hart feeling his sweat and thought it was blood? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy Hart asked Hacksaw to stand up, and you know he will. Jarrett, it's time to go to school, tough guy.
All right, Dutt, just get in the ring already. Yeah, they're definitely booing him.
I'll tell you what, this is a way to turn Jarrett face again.
Yeah, unintentionally.
Oh, God, do I ever feel bad for Mike Tenay and Don West to try to make this seem exciting right now?
And I love how he's wearing overalls.
Former U.S. heavyweight champion. Yeah,
he won that U.S. title back in 1994 today. Yeah, 9. 9 years ago today.
Okay, he hits Hacksaw from behind as he's hoeing with those 2x4.
As he's hoeing with his 2x4. Oh. I wanted Jarrett to choke him over the middle rope and be like, I'm the best. And then Dutt would be like, Hogan's the best, brother. Tough guy. This is a disappointment. I mean, who cares?
I'll be honest with you. I hate him too, but I'd be more excited for Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You'd rather see Jim Duggan than Honky Tonk Man?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well,
look, Honky Tonk would not take a bump under no circumstances. Would he
I think I might be saying that though because we've seen Hacksaw, like you said.
Yeah.
Whereas Honky Tonk Man, we haven't seen here in TNA, so then at least it'd be like, oh, Honky Tonk Man's here, right. And then the match would happen, and you'd realize, oh my God, he just hit fucking Jarrett in the head with a pumpkin, and pumpkins aren't light, man.
Well, he missed him on that one. He hit the ring steps.
Get out of my...
I thought he was going to put the pumpkin over his head.
Well, if he was smart, he would have.
Oh. Break the announcer's table. I get Chipotle for life. 1 Chipotle bowl a day for the rest of my life from Dallas.
You're lying about that. Jim Duggan's using a chair on Jarrett as he's laid across the table. The poor girl here ringside grabbed Jarrett's guitar so they wouldn't break before they're supposed to.
I noticed that. The whole point of them is for them to break, and she's like, nope. This is going to go over Duggan's head.
Look at the crowd chant USA, so sad. They just want to have some kind of fun, so they're chanting with him, but you can tell they don't mean it.
No, they don't.
Jarrett on the middle rope with a fucking forearm off the middle rope to the back of Jim Duggan.
Yeah, this is devastating. Look at that. Oh, he caught him. Choke slam. What is he, Kane? Here we go.
What the fuck?
He just choke slammed Jeff Jarrett. I didn't even know that Duggan knew how to do that.
Yeah, me either. Oh my god.
Oh. Duggan is destroying Jarrett with more and more strikes.
I almost just don't even know what to say right now.
What can you say? It's a Jim Duggan match in 2003.
Is the main event.
This reminds me of when I went to a when was it? 2007, 2006. I went to a WWE house show and Jim Duggan was the first match against Charlie Haas.
Talk about a throwback.
And I was like, holy shit. Jim Duggan is here? Why?
Trademark 2x4, but Don Callis here to make the save.
Look at that. Oh no, Jeff Jarrett's probably gonna get his guitar.
Yep.
Oh, he's right there. Duggan, turn around.
Oh fuck, it barely broke.
He barely got him with it.
Dude, the back just slid off. He pinned him.
Duggan never gets pinned. That's a shocker.
Jimmy Hart. That's 2 weeks in a row. 2 Hogan friends in a row.
What are the Red Shirts? Are the Red Shirts arresting Jim Duggan? What are they doing? Citizens arrest? This is ridiculous.
Oh my god. So he said it's time for the immortal Hulk Hogan. Dude, they're going to get fans to not come to these shows.
I don't even remember a time when Jimmy Hart managed Jim Duggan.
Wait, why does Jimmy Hart have his cheaters on now?
Yeah, what is going on with that? Is it after 9? That's probably
that was the beginning of the end for him, which it didn't go well, so. Now you know who was in the limo. But do you know who was in the... Do we know who's in the Hummer? Let's see. This guy howls at the moon. Oh, who's behind him, Bob?
Rick Steiner.
That's right, the dog-faced gremlin.
We've also seen, well, we saw him on the first show. Didn't we? He was on the first show, right?
Yeah, I believe he was in the Gauntlet
for the Goal.
I'm pretty sure.
Jeff, they're barking. You know who's behind you. Just turn around. Rick Steiner is the other fucking guy.
Did Jimmy Hart really manage Rick Steiner?
I don't remember this stuff.
Well, the fans seem a little bit more excited to see him.
I mean, if I had to choose between Rick Steiner and Jim Duggan, I'm definitely choosing Rick Steiner.
Yeah, they're fighting in the crowd, so this is still a Jarrett match.
Yeah. I think Rick Steiner is about to win the NWA World Title.
Oh, he's using chairs and stuff. Is it actually a title match?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. I hope not.
I don't think it is, but what do I know? We're getting 2 Jarrett matches on this show. Who would have thought?
You know what? It should have been Nikita Koloff. They should have had Nikita come out.
I would have popped, man.
Yeah, because you actually would have known who he was this time. But,
yeah, nephew Nikita. Had a great cage match with Magnum TA in '86.
Whatever. Oh,
we're just rolling through the crowd. I'm sorry. I feel bad because I don't know what to say.
You just gotta say Rick Steiner hitting Jarrett with chair shots. A right hand in the crowd.
Another right hand in the crowad. Jarrett threw Rudy Charles in between them.
What?
Now he's got another chair. Oh, okay. He wrapped that one on Rick Steiner's head.
that might hurt. Now we're going back to the ringside area.
The pumpkin back in
play. Oh, you hit Rick with a pumpkin. That ain't right. Everybody knows that Rick Steiner has a pumpkin allergy. That's rude. I can't believe you did that. You'd probably break it on hives.
We're at an hour, 49 minutes, and 6 seconds as Rick Steiner ducks some clotheslines.
He caught him with a power slam.
He's yelling at him. I think they should get that. What did they call it in WCW? Where they brought the cage down in the ring. It was like a circle cage.
Oh, the Asylum?
Is that what it
Literally,
was?
the Asylum kid. In the Asylum, why are they not doing that?
They should do that.
Because I remember that. It was like Rick Steiner and Tank Abbott beating up Scott Steiner.
Yeah. Rick Steiner just went to the top rope and holy shit, he landed on the back of Rudy Charles.
What a surprise.
Oh yeah, that is Rudy. Okay. I was like, wait, am I wrong? Jarrett, I wonder what he's got.
Is it a guitar?
Oh, fuck. He hit him wicked good. It's stuck on his head. The bell rings, though.
Why would Don West be like, what? He has another guitar. He walked out with two.
Wait, why'd the bell ring when the ref is knocked out? Is that the best you can do? That's 2 down. Okay, Jimmy Hart, you probably should not bring any more.
Yeah, he's probably getting arrested again.
He's begging for Hogan.
Come on out, Jimmy.
Look at Don Callis in the ring, praising Jarrett. Wait, Jimmy Hart has sunglasses on now instead of his cheaters.
What is going on, Jimmy? Too many changes.
Says, you got a little lucky tonight, baby, but I promise you one thing. It's been signed, it's been sealed, and next week, and it will be delivered right here on TNA. It's going to be Jeff Jarrett against a man called Sting? What?
Did he sign the contract? You better have signed it.
Wait a second, Bob. Wait a second. What in the fuck? Wait, we have Sting versus Jarrett in a week, and we have a 1-week build-off for Sting versus Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah. Talk about a hard pivot. Holy shit.
Right, well,
is that a title match or what? What's going on?
No, they didn't say that part, but how long was our show here?
That was 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 27 seconds.
Okay, so what'd you think about that one, Bob?
Dallas. Boy, I'm gonna say in the middle again.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the middle of this one. In fact, because of how big of a stinker that main event stuff is, I'm almost tilting down. I might just say straight up.
Wait a minute.
Dude, that was bad. Come on. I'm not. I'm going to be a straight up middle right now. But man, that Jim Duggan thing was rough.
Yeah, it was.
And the fact that the fans literally thought it was going to be Hogan, dude. They thought. And they were like, give me Hogan. Oh, we have a limo. Oh, it's Jimmy Hart's. He managed it. That was bad. That was not good. I really think, I'm going to say it right now, I'd be shocked if we break 1,000 people in this building next week because of what they just pulled.
Dude, if you're getting Sting, though, they're going to fucking...
Well, that's a good point. No, you're right. Okay, I already see. No, you're right. With Sting, they'll probably get a bunch of people. But I don't think they're going to get the 1,400 that they did the last time he was here. You're letting people down, man. You can't do that shit.
Yeah, but I think they'll get... I say they'll get 1,300.
Well, I guess we'll see, but...
Is that all we know now? Well, we know that in the Last Man Standing, I guess.
Last Man Standing. We know Ekmo and Siaki versus America's Most Wanted, so they're no longer getting those tag team titles.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a weird move to me.
Yeah.
And we're starting the Invitational. We got the Invitational Battle 5-man Battle Royal.
Who do you think will be in it? I'm sure of it that Shark Boy will be in it.
I guess we don't know how many people total are in it, but the last 5 will win. Unless it is at least 5. Sonjay Dutt for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with Shark Boy. I would have to say Sabin.
Sure.
Since it was teased, I think a wild card is going to be Styles.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's going to surprise us, and I think Styles is going to end up being in it.
I don't know about that. I would Kazarian probably, right?
Kazarian, yeah. I guess I don't know who else, because we haven't featured a lot of X Division guys recently.
Yeah.
Like different ones. So I guess I'm pretty interested to see who else they could be. It'd be nice if we could bring in at least like one surprise that's not Kid Romeo for an X Division match.
Kid Romeo. Tony Mama Luke.
They could bring him back. Why not?
You never know.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess when you look at it, next week is definitely looking, I would say, significantly better. But this week, dude, that ending, that was a stinker for a main event.
Yeah. I liked that the first 40 minutes was all action for the most part.
Yeah,
And then we get the 15-minute fucking promo shit with Jarrett really tilted the show. And then you can't have a dud of a surprise like that with Duggan.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, Raven and Vampiro, I think, satisfied my Raven Vampiro, like, want.
Yeah.
So, like, that, I was, like, satisfied with that. Do we see Vampiro going forward, do you think, or do you think that's kind of it? Well, I guess let's look at history, too. I mean, Sting's coming in, right?
Yeah. With Sting coming in, I'm assuming Vampiro's out.
Well, I guess if so, I'm not completely disappointed with Vampiro's little run here. I think it satisfied what we needed it to. I think it was a good feud.
Yeah.
If we see him again, cool. If not, there it was.
Yeah. It's kind of a bummer though if it's really it for Vampiro, because I do like Vampiro.
I do too, and I really, like I said, I like his look a lot here in TNA too. Like, I don't know, it's just different. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens, but I would assume we are finishing off the Raven Newchurch storyline next week, unless we're gonna add someone new into it and we're gonna start it up again.
Yeah.
But we do have a bunch to look forward to, I would say, and I mean, this wasn't a bad show, but it was just some bad booking decisions is more of the issue here, really.
Kind of like 2 weeks in a row, it's like bad booking decisions.
Yeah, but last week I feel like I enjoyed last week more than this one, just because of like this show. Like this show concluded a lot of, I would say, stuff for us. Like Abyss and Kid Cash have to be done, right? I mean, where else is that gonna go? That's got to be done. Unless Abyss needs to get a pinfall victory over Cash, I guess.
Yeah.
We know America's Most Wanted is working their way back to fighting Swinger and Diamond for the titles.
Yeah.
But the Jarrett stuff, see, I'm telling you right now, we're introducing Sting. Well, there goes the idea of these Hogan, Jimmy Hart managed jobbers. And I don't. We might see Jimmy Hart next week, but I would be willing to bet some money that we won't be seeing him after that very much. Because you bring in Sting already for it.
Yeah.
And
he's
Sting,
the top of the line type of.
Yeah, and Sting versus Jarrett, dude.
He should be the last person that Jimmy brought in.
I agree. And I think, so here's what I would have done. And not even, I'm ignoring the whole Jimmy Hart bullshit. This is more my focus on Sting, real quick. I think that's something to build toward, right? So obviously we have Sting for potentially 3 more matches, right? Because we did 1 match. So we had 4 matches.
2 more after this one,
Yeah. I feel like Jarrett versus Sting, I feel like would have been a nice way to end off 2003. Obviously, I don't know how they necessarily get to that, but we'd end off right there, and then if I don't think Sting would win the title because he's not going to be here very much. But then it's like a nice reset, a nice way to end 2003 before a little bit of break. And then there we go.
Yeah. I
don't know. I think a 1-week build for it is not great because that's definitely something they could have hyped up more. But I feel like that's almost the way that Sting's matches have to be booked right now if he's only here for sporadic appearances as well. It's a really tough situation.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely rush it, but I think you kind of have to.
I'd say they have to for the only reason of they're letting everyone down so badly with this Hogan situation.
Right.
If it wasn't for that, I would probably disagree a lot more, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. I feel like I'm flip-flopping back and forth, but I'm seeing both sides of this, and that whole Hacksaw and Rick Steiner stuff left a really bad taste in my mouth, but some of the other stuff on the show I liked, but I don't know. Sting's exciting. I'm excited about next week. I think there's a lot of potential for next week.
I'm definitely interested in seeing Sting and how he works, I guess, because I mean,
Well, Sting in a singles match will be fun because the last one was a tag team match where he teamed with Jarrett. So
right.
in a singles capacity, I actually think that's going to be fun to see.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm most interested in, is to see him in a singles match. So
yeah.
I can safely say that, like in 2003, if that was the announced thing, I'm probably like, all right, this show may have not been what I wanted, but it's Sting. I'll probably check it out.
Yeah, I think so too.
So,
and I feel like there's a real good chance we know that X Division Battle Royal thing is probably going to be pretty good. I don't want to jinx
I would
us,
imagine.
but
And you know what? I'm gonna say Amazing Red returns.
Ooh, I like that. I really do hope that happens.
That's my guess.
Well, we will find out, and I hope you guys will find out with us next week as we continue this journey of TNA wrestling.
Yeah. Do you have anything else for this episode, Dallas, or no?
I think that pretty much covers it, Bob. Send us home so we can go see Sting, brother. I'm ready.
Right. Next week, it's Sting against Jeff Jarrett. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, for Dallas Gridley, I'm Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.